OrdsBored. Shaka Khan.
Dude, you can't do both.
That's Shaka Khan, dude.
You can't do both.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Is it louder than what it used to be?
Did he like bring the volume up?
Oh, you can't trust people with ponytails.
We have danger lights going on in my microphone.
Suffering with you.
Yeah, I am dating just that noise. We have one person. He has great hair. Enjoy the silence there for a second, people.
It always throws me off, man.
I like this one.
No, this one's one of my favorites.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, welcome.
I'm no, like there's like 37 screens with different people. I'm on none of them.
Yeah, that's
I'll
my
put
choice.
you. I'll put you on one.
I mean,
Oh
it's
sure,
by-
just like you're gonna turn down the other one.
I'm gonna turn that down.
by choice though.
Echo Casino.
Christian Fandom Geek, what a great channel. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to The Dump. I am Scott. This is Wednesday, the Humpy Dump edition. Some rebranding going on, though, so we might just call it the Wednesday edition. I don't know.
Are you gonna
yet.
get rid of this red? You know how much I hate it.
Well, that's why I use it. I mean, I sometimes want to see you just go batshit. All right, well, how do you feel about that?
That's
That
better.
make
I
you
like that
feel
one.
better?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
It
great.
feels- yeah.
Okay, so we are here. I just want to quickly give a shout out, Christian Fandom Geek. He's a newer channel. He has maybe not as an intense view on entertainment as we do, but everybody's views here are welcome. I don't have to agree with you. That's the beauty of, free speech and free thought. No matter how bad your tastes are, but his are good, and he really does great job. So check him out.
And for me, you most certainly do have to agree with me. I'm not gonna put up with any nonsense of you challenging my ideas or beliefs.
Okay, well that is I wasn't listening. What did you say again? Anyways, Tina Bojan here. Ken Jack Ben. It's nice seeing you around lately, man. I like that. We have some other people here. We have Rough Girl. Hey, sexy people. Hey. Makes me feel good. We have Brightest Day. We weren't late when I looked at you when you put that up, and we still had like 4 or 5 seconds. So
Yeah, we were good.
yeah, we were. Keely Chow in the house. What is up, everybody? Makini Draws, one of our favorite people. He is here. Check out his channel. He's really pushing to 1,000 guys.
Yeah,
so
he
if
is.
you are not subscribed to him, even if you are and you haven't checked him out in a while, make sure you are subscribed because
please.
YouTube does not like us. E. Clay Thomason is a channel member and he is here. So is Larry. I think Larry actually has a member milestone.
He
chat.
does. Yeah, I put it in the private chat.
Okay, and it says, and I'm sorry, Larry, StreamYards doesn't highlight it for us, so we don't know that it's actually like a special one, but I'll read what you put. It's a member for 1 year. Wow, 13 months. Martel Level, thank you, my friend. He said, loud dump on the air. Hail all.
But by the way, I think all of your comments are special,
Yeah.
not just
Why can't you say nice things like that on my stream?
what? Because no, your chat over there is mean to me. Are you kidding?
Whatever.
Culture Casinos here. How you doing, Culture?
Hey.
Okay. Mutant Bamhammer says, too loud. What? Huh?
What? Huh?
What are you talking about? I like ice cream. I'll fight you out back. You want to do
Did you
some
hear
push-ups?
about maybe he had a little accident with the Pope? Is that
like
true?
pooped himself?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Hey,
We're just
all I
speculating.
know. Hey, all I heard, like, you have to remember, he actually came and talked to the press pool and said, my butt's been wiped, so, that was just a few weeks before that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
It's frightening. It's frightening to be in America, but at least we're not in Australia. Sorry, my Aussie friends. We also, Brightest Day, geesh, gosh dang, Chris Scott. What? And we have Zaz and some other people up in here, and I think we already have a Brightest Day super chat. I just don't want to miss anyone. Oh, Tehildem29. Great to see you. Great to see you too, bro. I'm loving seeing all you great people out here. Kip Ellis, welcome.
Kip.
Kip is good people. That's your behind the scenes.
Hey,
Man,
Kip.
right?
Kip's here.
Yeah, Kip's here, right here. I'll show you.
Kip, man, I'm gonna need you to take a different shift at work, bro. Because like whenever I do speakeasies.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Brightest Day for $2.
No problem
for the
there.
Grecian 5. Did I say that right?
Grecian.
Grecian.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a-
What's a Grecian?
Like Greek culture?
Are you going to Greece?
For the Grecian 5 fund. Well, I don't care that I have gray hair. It doesn't bother me.
Is-
I don't know
is
what
that
Grecian 5 is. Is that like a
Is that a touch?
is that a
Hair care
Gundam
product.
thing? Are you trying to Gundam us in here
Yeah,
with your models?
I don't know who it is. Who knew the salt must flow? Hail, beautiful people. What is going on? Emotionally unstable amphibian. I want you to know, my friend, we totally love you here. I've seen some of you, and I'm not throwing your stuff out there, but you're putting it on social media. If you're going through a hard time, anybody going through a hard time, please reach out. Reach out to whoever. Reach out to, if you can't feel uncomfortable to reach out to professionals. I mean, YouTube, we'll get back to you. I know we live in different time zones, but I am not afraid to talk to somebody who needs somebody to listen to them. So we're here for you, man. And we love you. Parrot Head, turn up your mic, Scott. No, turn
It's
down
fine.
the volume. All right. So let's, we're going to jump into it.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
He tells
pump
you to
the
turn up
volume.
your mic, and you're like, no, turn down your volume.
I was talking about the intro's volume. I could see why that came out that way. We got Culture Casino has his 15th month, which is his 1 year, but 15th month member chat milestone.
That's not me. It's Tina.
It's
It's Tina Bojan.
God, I suck. Tina Bojan, who's a little finger level, one of the highest, and she's been that way
Just like
since
me.
day one. She says, proud to be one of the OG Sporks. You are original, girl.
She is an OG spork.
really is.
I think she was the same day. I think that they came out. I'm an OG.
Mm-hmm.
She's an OG.
I'm an OG.
Yep. There's a no, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No,
I'm a peanut in the dump, bro.
yeah. No.
Culture and I are your only peanuts in your dump.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
Shellback is really smart, and if you haven't checked out
You don't
his
have to read the
channel
whole
too,
one, the
well,
whole
he says
thing.
Scotty is awesome. Thank you. CC is awesome. That's Culture Casino.
Yeah.
Mad Martigan is meh.
He's here.
Wow.
He's here.
So Mad Martigan's here. How you doing, buddy?
I was doing pretty well right up until 30 seconds ago. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh wow, battling it. Can I speak from my own personal experiences? It rarely works out battling it with Heineken and Valium, my friend. So really, please talk to somebody, reach out. You have been supporting me since day one. This isn't just about numbers with us. Like even Gary's blown up and he still cares to reach out to see how I'm doing and how Culture's doing. And he might even remember Martigan's name every once in a while. So
He
guys,
does.
Yeah, he does.
Once in a while.
Wow. Well, we got your back, man. We're here for you. So, yeah, let's, I want to just say one thing. We're going to be doing a little reorging. I still got to talk to some of the, dump panelists, but, I want you guys to know the dump is going to be moving into sticking with entertainment. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to also be bringing in like maybe a story here and there of social, topics or political, because with the way the world's going now, and if you guys agree, let me know. It's bleeding together.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's really difficult to talk about almost anything in entertainment without having to touch on social topics, because it's so intertwined at this point. Everything that you either watch or you engage with has some element to it, whether negative or positive, depending on your on your ideals or whatever. So yeah, just
Right.
like I was talking about the new Guardians of the Galaxy game, and I immediately like, look, I haven't came across anything woke in it yet. You know what I mean? And then somebody's in chat is like, no, absolutely nothing. Attitude is what?
What are you talking? Oh, I am tired of Mad Martigan and his absolutely nothing attitude. It is completely fake. He's actually a diabolical genius. Is that stick?
That's actually very fitting because I think I was making a real point there for whatever reason. But
No,
anyway,
he's talking before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
you're always like, whatever. I'm Mad Martigan.
That's me. That's how I
totally
go.
You. That was totally you.
But no, it's crazy. Even like, even if like for me, I know like I hate like, oh man, this is so woke or whatever. But like, it's to the point to where it's the Streisand effect, right? Because you're so it's so like intertwined that even watching it, I find myself ready to see the woke. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
when used to a movie was a movie.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question. And I think we've talked about this before, but it's like social media has combined everything into one, because now it used to be like the golden age of Hollywood, even up into the 90s with the Viper Room. Sure. You didn't know what was going on in these places, and then paparazzis really started coming, and then the internet blew up and social media took over. And it's a blessing and a curse. But for these people, it's like they make themselves now think like, I played a lawyer on TV, so I could talk about, political, geo, like, dude, like, no one mostly cares, but the sad thing is a lot of people listen.
I do think it's good that we do have a more true idea of who someone is, because most of the time, we're just seeing them in movies like Chris Evans. He's been in some great movies, you know what I mean? In his real life, he's kind of a douche, I think. Chris Evans.
He is. Yeah, no, Evans is what people believe he is what Chris Pratt really is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
He seems like the really nice guy, but he is so judgmental.
Yeah.
He's like Mark Ruffalo, but Chris Pratt just wants to live his life and he believes what he believes.
Well, that's the problem with deplatforming, though. If you deplatform people, then you don't. I would rather know, what type of piece of South Harmon Institute of Technology you are, rather than not knowing, and you just, you know what I mean. If you suppress it,
you're stopping discord. You think, and what it gets me is they're so worried. Like, okay, they disagree with somebody's version so much, or their beliefs, that they deplatform them just because they're scared other people are gonna want to listen to that. Like, to me, that is way more that is not democratic.
That leads into the privacy and censorship discussion, right? Privacy less so, but the censorship discussion. Look, if your argument it can't withstand scrutiny, if your ideas can't withstand the scrutiny of somebody else's opinion, that you have to resort to censorship, you have very poor ideas.
Right.
They're indefensible, because if somebody's opinion, if somebody's way of going about something is different than yours, that's just the way it is.
Right.
That would be like a Catholic trying to cancel a Baptist.
They better not.
But that's my point. Everybody has different philosophies. They have a different upbringing. They come from a different point of view. If you can't allow yourself to accept other people's points of view, so be it. Here's the other thing. If you don't like what somebody says, turn the channel.
Yeah. Right. That's the thing that blows my mind. And I'll let you go after that, man. That's what I was always taught. Like, wouldn't you rather hear somebody's view so is this guy an asshole? Or would you rather him not give you his true feelings and it's hidden from you? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, a lot of things. So for me, like I what always bothers me is when people refuse to engage in a conversation or a debate. I forgot what it was. There was some debate I was watching. I forgot even what channel it was, but it was before they ever started. One of them was like, "Listen, before we do this, I have to make sure that we agree on some things." And they started spitting the most crazy SGW stuff that you have to agree to, or she will not have this conversation with you. That's supposed to be a debate. So it's crazy.
Dude, have you seen the video? Wait a minute. Have you seen the video? It's like some type of American Socialist Party conference where they're I have audio sensory.
Hey guys,
could we please keep it down? And then it's like, can you guys please, use the proper pronouns?
It was like, don't use gender.
Dude, if somebody can find that right now, let's play it. Because
it's so good.
It is so funny, man.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. They're wrong, whoever this person is. So
but that's your belief.
Right. No, so what I was going to say was like, yeah, they refuse to have that conversation. And there's a couple of like, so in a debate or whatever, the only person, the person that really wins in a debate is the person that loses because they actually have that cognitive gain, right? If you win a debate, you're only reinforcing the ideas that you already have. Now it is
right.
Good.
You're digging in.
Well, yeah, it is a good thing to debate, even if, if you are right, because it helps sharpen your reasoning and how you present your ideas so that it makes it more palatable for other people to hear.
Yes.
But as far as people not wanting to engage in that, I think it has a lot to do with it's to the point to where whatever it is that they believe, BLM or what have you, it becomes so ingrained in who they are that if you attack that idea or whatever it is, you're attacking them personally.
Yeah.
You see the same thing in religion.
I just like to see people waking up and really doing. All I ask is if you want to believe in something, do the research about that thing and realize what they're really giving any of your donations to, what they really stand for. Because there is not one person I know personally, and there's probably people out there because they're, racist, but most people I know believe, Black Lives Matter.
Well,
but the philosophy of this group is scary.
Well, it was cunning,
the destruction of the family.
Yeah, it's cunningly crafted buzzwords, right? For an organization that has some interesting takes. And speaking of interesting takes, hey, Paulie.
Hi, Paulie.
Hey, Paulie, I'm mad. We used to be friends.
It's your problem.
He's blowing up too big for us. I'm so glad he's here, though. Hi, handsome
Scott
on YouTube. How are you?
I'm well, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
You as well, man. You as well.
I want to give you the floor for a minute. What's going on tonight on your channel?
Ooh, that's right.
You got me mid-sip, man.
Well done.
Scott,
that was my plan. That was my plan. Oh, I love that cup.
Oh yeah, nice cup, huh?
Yeah, good one.
Robert Meyer Burnett is coming on, and we're gonna talk best and worst sci-fi fantasy films of this year.
That's awesome.
And
cool.
Then,
So
we got a film, and then I don't know if you guys know. You guys need this director on to come on the show, Alejandro Montoya Marin.
Bring him on. If I could say his name 3 times.
Yeah, as long as I'm not required to try to say his name.
Let me ask you this. Would he be offended if I screw up his name throughout the whole
No,
stream?
he's
So it's Alejandro?
Yeah, he's really cool. Anyways, he's got a film that's being released this weekend, so we're going to give away tickets.
Oh,
nice,
cool.
dude. Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Pass along that I would love to have him on. And if he wants to spread his I was gonna say something messed up there. Spread the word about his movie. I would love that.
Are you doing? You said the best and worst of 2021 sci-fi. Oh man,
yeah.
Sputnik came out last year, and I don't think it's a Russian movie, and it's this horror movie. It's really really good. It's on Hulu, and I've been trying to get the word out about it. It's really good.
Is it about Sputnik?
It's about an alien.
Alien. I like Alien.
Yeah.
Aliens. Hey Nina, one of my favorite people.
Sweetheart.
She should be the Laura Craft. She should be. It's Nina Craft. All right.
Yeah, she looked pretty hot, right?
Yeah, she was killing it. But yeah, I'm a married man, so she laughed because all I was looking at behind her was a shark, like jet ski. The dude made his jet ski look like a shark. It was so cool.
What? That is cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah.
But
what else is going on, buddy?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I've just been dropping videos on different subjects matters other than what we talk about.
Well, we've been doing
which is important to me,
Yeah, and you know what, I love that about you, because I feel like what we were just talking about, my channel is going to go in a little bit different direction. I'm going to be more open to talk about social topics, political topics, mostly stick in my entertainment, but it's bled together. And I don't mind Discord. I want people with different views. Like, okay, so
sorry guys.
Do you guys know YouTuber Russell Brand?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Of course.
Watching his growth on YouTube has been one of my favorite things.
You mean the
Watching
actor,
him learn.
comedian?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
He is amazing. He's great. I would give Mad's left testicle to have him on this show.
And if I still had it, I would offer it.
Oh, that's right.
No.
That's right.
Yeah, I had to sell it for the Steel Battalion controller back in the early 2000s.
Real quick, if one of my mods wants to share Ken Jack Ben's GoFundMe, I don't know what it's for, but because I might have missed that part, but feel free to do that. Unless it's like get Scott off YouTube GoFundMe.
I think he's got a link on his Twitter.
He does. Pinned a link on his Twitter. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's to keep him out
of a tent.
Safe. So
Okay.
I need to hit that up. So
I don't want to pile on, but Shellback as well. I'll have to give the link for his. Like, and I'm veteran to veteran, like
ever again.
Well, listen, Paulie, you've always like stood by your stance on not supporting veterans, which I respect.
Oh snap! Yeah,
no, but yeah, as a veteran, like I definitely do.
But
dang.
Oh man.
No, you know what's interesting is like seeing what the channel members and the subscribers like, what videos they're really into.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I just try to like give them, you know, new takes on those subjects, and they're not what we talk about. I mean, my channel's really not. My channel's not the Ricardo movie. People are crazy over the Lucy Ball Ricky Ricardo movie that's coming out.
Okay, so first of all, I grew up. My mom and grandma were huge I Love Lucy.
Everyone is.
Like, I know the lyrics to I Love Lucy.
Yeah, he's probably everyone's gateway Latino to.
Totally.
Yeah, as you know, as far as in the media.
Was he Cuban in the show? Is he Cuban?
Yep,
Okay.
Ricky Ricardo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just been doing videos on that. Day, culture wise, Day of the Dead, and then there's a new animated show that I'm gonna review called Maya and the Three, and it's really good.
Okay,
it's actually got a hero's journey, and even though she's a little brat princess, but
that's okay though.
It's pretty good. Like I'm like, oh, okay, she gets hurt, she loses, people die because of her mistakes. Okay, all right.
But see, that's a hero's journey. Like, look, I think people believe that we don't want to see women in the hero role. We just want to see a human female in the in the main role. We want to see somebody who goes through hard times, that doesn't always win, that takes an L every once in a while and gets back up and perseveres. I mean, Luke Skywalker got his ass kicked in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, the whole movie.
Anybody? Yeah, the whole movie. And then you have Rey, who everything came to her magically.
Well, she had magic.
Red Letter Media did a great job of.
I love those guys.
They juxtaposed like what specifically like when Luke was like hanging upside down at the bottom of Cloud City or whatever, and so. But in Return, what was it? The Last Jedi. She's like shooting 3 TIE fighters with like a single shot and going, "Whoa, this is my kind of fun." It's like just, you know what I mean? Like their experiences varied.
Not sure if this hat's working.
You know what? Don't be pressured to wear a hat, man.
No, I like changing my hats.
Yeah, Parrot Head. I am not anti-furry. You can furry it up all you want. If you want to put on a panda hat and go to town, you do that. Or, something like that. But Culture, you there? What do we what's our first topic of the night?
I don't know. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with Dave.
Okay, well then let's start with Dave.
You guys want to start with Dave, or maybe Eternal Splash, getting crushed on Rotten Tomatoes? It's up to you guys.
Oh, Dave,
yeah, I like Dave too, because he did it.
Oh, what's going on with Dave Chappelle?
There you go.
All right.
Dave
Something
Chappelle.
happened?
Dave Chappelle gets Ted Sarandos support at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This is from our friends.
I'm sorry.
Did I say that again?
Yeah, I missed it too.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Dave Chappelle gets Ted Sarandos support at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
So, was Ted getting inducted? I'm guessing.
Neither of them
No.
were getting inducted.
Oh,
It is
okay.
a very
We will
poorly
find
written
out.
headline.
Yeah, we'll find out a little bit more.
Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos is still supportive of comedian Dave Chappelle, as he proved at last night's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Cleveland. Sarandos, joined by his wife, Nicole Avant, was there to support his father-in-law, former Motown chairman Clarence Avant, who was getting inducted.
Okay. About time
Meanwhile-
Clarence got in there.
There you go. Meanwhile, Chappelle was on hand in Ohio to introduce Jay-Z at the same event. I would like to apologize. Nah, I'm just effing with y'all, Chappelle said as he began his speech.
Love him.
That's him, dude. That's 100% him.
Hell yeah.
For the uninitiated, Chappelle has been under fire for transgender jokes and statements in his most recent Netflix special, The
I see.
Closer.
Now, do you agree he did transgender jokes and statements, or was he talking about a situation he's been going through and made it funny?
He did some jokes, not at their expense, and he
No.
made some statements. So,
Yes.
By the letter, this is an accurate statement. It's not. They didn't say anything beyond that. I don't think in that statement, and I think they did a good job of not saying that in the statement because they are on the losing side of this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
When Chappelle finished his introduction, he caught up with Sarandos in the backstage area, giving him a handshake. They then posed together for a picture with smiles and laughter observed during their conversation. The moment came just a day after two transgender Netflix employees filed labor charges against the company.
Oh.
The lawsuit claims retaliation for complaints about Chappelle's comedy special on the streamer. The company has also experienced a walkout by employees in protest of the special.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
If two of these the two transgendered Netflix employees file labor charges,
Mhm.
complaints that there's retaliation, but they were also involved in the walkout. I don't believe Netflix is part of a union. If you walk off your job and you are not protected by a union, you can get your ass fired for that, can't you?
Yeah, but they're talking about complaints.
Okay. See, I don't know much about that story, so.
Yeah, I do know about the story where a unnamed YouTuber was assaulted by a Netflix showrunner.
Right. Yeah.
I know that part of it.
Yep.
On Netflix property, mind you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He will not get play here though.
It was a very aggressive sign. It
Yeah.
was basically assault.
Actually, the worst part of it was that same showrunner actually then tried to get violence caused against the person that they just tore the sign up.
That was the craziest part of it. He broke the dude's sign, and the second it snapped, he said he had a weapon. Now, granted, this is the same
Quick thinking.
person that attacks friends of ours, which I don't appreciate, but I defend his right to protest at a Netflix protest.
Of course, I've never heard of him. But
We like jokes.
Yes.
We like jokes.
Yes. I just don't
Anyway.
like people that try to cancel my friends.
As long as they're not about any of my beliefs or ideals. Yeah, I love good humor.
Okay, dude, you have the worst takes ever. It's amazing. Sarandos has been publicly supportive of Chappelle's right to free speech while trying to mollify the internal dissenters. Well, mollify away. He doesn't really have to. The Closer was the last Chappelle special under the current deal with Netflix. I don't think he's going to go back there. I don't know about you guys.
You know what? He doesn't have to, but there will be, I bet you there will be a bidding war.
Can you go back up for here?
Yeah. After we go back up, though, I do want to look at some of the responses.
If you could just go back up for a second, I just needed
Okay, go up a little bit more.
please.
Where?
Whoa, that's it. Okay, sorry. I just didn't know what internal. I didn't know it was internal dissenters. I didn't catch that when he was reading it.
Okay. Free speech
That was
while
it.
trying to mollify the Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. So let's look at some of these responses. Freedom of speech says, bye, you won't be missed.
Yeah, the anonymous person
That's
goes,
beautiful.
canceled Netflix. The response is freedom of speech says, bye, you won't be missed. Deadline reader says, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Wow.
From ARG, that's an interesting username. Why are we canceling Ted Sarandos for supporting free speech? Fight opinions you don't agree with by putting out messages you'd rather see permeate the conversation. Don't censor. Ted had poor choices internally, communication leaked with his staff.
Right.
No one is forcing any super woke person to work there. He apologized, and if that's not enough, quit. That's fine. They'll be okay. This is a political statement that is a comment. I'm not saying this. Democrats just can't figure out how to win. We struggle with this and attack ourselves constantly. So,
real quick, I did not know Barry Gordy financed The Last Dragon, which was one of my favorite movies growing up. When you got the glow, you need to go. What?
Bro, the title of the movie isn't Last Dragon. It is Barry Gordy's
Is it?
The Last Dragon. That is the actual title of it. Love that movie.
Literally have not
so
seen
good.
it in like 30 years, but I love the family owns the pizza joint and he comes in. Show enough.
And the little brother is given gives him shit like, man, you wouldn't even know what to do if you did get it. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna hurt. It'll hurt you.
Or when he's practicing to be cooler, he's like, what is happening, my man? You know, that's such a good
Or he tries to sneak into that place and he does all the different characters, but like nobody buys it.
Yeah.
That movie's so good, man.
So good. Confucius. It's a cookie place. Tina Bojan said, if you've never seen Last Dragon, maybe, you know what, dude?
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
We should go over it. We should do
Oh,
a
yeah,
review.
for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I would love it. It's
That'd
such a
be
great
fun.
movie.
I'll actually come on your channel at some point. Tina Bojan says,
That way
please
nobody
note,
will see it.
no
He has a
law.
channel?
He does, I heard. No
I
law.
heard you, Paulie.
Yeah, well, Paulie he's handsome. No law in California governs the amount of time an employee can be absent from a job before it is considered abandonment of work. Most companies set their own policies.
Yep. And as far as I'm concerned, at will employment means you don't will to work there anymore. So anyway, okay.
So enough.
So what do you think about it, Paulie? Are you busy? I don't know if you're busy.
He's maybe still be looking at
What do you
hats.
think about Dave and everything that's been going on?
Yeah, I think it's great that more and more people in business and the industry stand with him. And can you take that off?
Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Here, let me put him there. There we go. That's better. That's
I didn't mean to do that. I'm just
no. He's usually there.
So glad you're here, Paulie.
Yeah. Actually, Paulie should be above culture too. There you go.
Going back to the first question, of course he's taking pot shots at the trans community. There's certain aspects according to him that are funny, and he's got every right.
Yes.
That being said, he goes after his own people. He goes after Asians. He goes after white people. He goes after rich people, poor people. Where does it end? I mean, this guy is the GOAT. And
yes.
He's
our
sticking to go ahead.
I'm sorry, dude. I was just gonna say he's our George Carlin. This era's George Carlin. He points out the hypocrisy. And that's what I love about him.
But he's not the house brand black person for the Wokosos. So they've been trying to cancel him. So that's already because this is like his last. He says this is it. After this one, I'm moving on. So he's been taking pot shots on this theme.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't even say pop shots though. I would just say he's satire. It's comedy. It's what he does. I wouldn't even call it pop shots.
Meaning
I understand
that,
what you mean though.
Yeah, it's like some people, aren't going to find it funny. I don't care. I mean, I think it's hilarious. Some jokes are funnier than others. But it doesn't matter. It's just he's a comic. So comics do. They're dark people. They're funny people. They're twisted.
Right. The best ones are.
There's so many more important things to rally against. I'm happy people are rallying for him. So some of those people are starting to get canceled, which is a shame. But also, you talk about rallying against something. Talk about the Netflix's hiring practices and how little they pay. They one of their biggest hits this year was Selena, the TV show. TV show was and they went and filmed it in Mexico because they could film it on the cheap. No union. They paid their writers peanuts. And to even where after it came out, the writers, there was a LA Times expose on it. It's like, I don't know who these people who are work for Netflix, what they actually do every day.
Right.
I don't think they really do anything as far as really creating and producing and working every day. If you are, you don't have time for this.
Right.
You know, you might not agree with it. It might rub you the wrong way. That's a different story.
Right.
You know, but you know, there's a book that there's a book that's being done. It's a YA film book, and it was written like 10 years ago. I loved it so much because I didn't know until the end that, you know, the characters were gay. I was like, oh snap, this was really good.
Okay,
they're making it into a movie.
What's it called?
It's called Dante and Aristotle Discover the Secrets of the Universe.
Okay, thank you for
Dante and Aristotle. Nah, that's a pairing.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling us the end.
Right.
Well, my point is that the director is like a really, like, you know, kind of like, you know, outspoken, you know, trans person.
Mm-hmm.
The writer director, the person who adapted the book, and I'm just like, you know, please, I just want a great adaptation. Please, just stop. Right. But I already see the writing on the wall, but I'm just like, all right, well, if I don't like it, then I'll review it.
You know, can I ask you a question? And this goes to anybody on the panel, but real quick, Orville Nation for $10 super sticker says he's my #1 fan. And you know what? He's been around since day one. I love this guy. We are going to hopefully get together sooner than later. We don't live too far from each other. And really, PJ has been in the background, a very, very vocal supporter of mine. And I really appreciate him. And I love seeing him grow. He's a good dude. So thank you, buddy. But what I was going to ask is this, and I totally blanked now. Shit. What did you just say? I'm sorry.
Well, you're talking about if it's bad, he's going to review it, and he ruined the story for us.
I think what I'm saying is that, you know, I'm not prejudiced in my entertainment. It's like, you know, here's this militant writer, director, trans person where, you know, who is filming right now one of my favorite books the last 10 years. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to be real bummed if you know, it becomes something other than this beautiful story, you know, because it's a beautiful story, you know, about a kid in El Paso who comes of age. So, you know, but at least that person's creating, you know, you set yourself up. All right, I can like it or not like it.
Right.
These wokosos, like, what are you guys creating? What are you guys making?
Well,
so, you know, if
phone calls,
protests, they're making protests. They're making protests. All right, let's make a protest.
Which are mostly peaceful. No, so what I was gonna say was, like, I've been thinking about this a lot about how we go into to see these movies that are based on properties that we're very familiar with. Like, and Dune was a perfect example. I never watched the movie. I know there's a cod piece in it. That's about it. Never read the book or books. I don't know. Maybe there's two. Who knows? Well, I guess people do. But so when I went and saw that movie, I didn't know who was swapped or what was changed, and I really, really enjoyed the movie. You know what I mean? And so I've been like, I think that whenever we talk about these movies that are based on properties, and not the ones that are like in the general like knowledge of everyone, like Superman is someone that everyone knows without, even if they don't
it's part
read
of
the comics or
pop
anything,
culture and everything. Yep.
Right, but for a lot of this property that's being made into movies or whatever, I think it's important that whenever we go in for our criticism of it, positive or negative or whatever, we make sure that we do it from it alone on itself for the most part, right? Even if like there's a lot of woke stuff in it, I think if we address the actual problems, if the film doesn't work, like, does the film work? Does the story flow? Well, we're
on
not
a technical
level.
I think you real quick. I think you agree with what I'm about to say. Just because it's woke doesn't automatically make it a bad movie. It's just, is the woke the only thing you care about?
Right. And what I'm saying is, like, it's because if you go in and you're focused, you're like, oh, listen, they swapped this or they did that. They're trying to say this. That you're not going to have a lot of people that want to listen to that, right?
Mhm.
But if you bring people like this is what doesn't work about the story, right? You're gonna have it's gonna feel more open to more people being able to listen to whatever you're trying to say about something, right?
Right.
And it's really hard because it's so prevalent now that whenever I do see a movie, I am on the lookout for automatically, and it sucks.
And that's
Yeah.
terrible. I want to read this because she had to get going. So actually, Culture, can you read this one?
Certainly. Culture Casino. That would make my birthday complete. And I'll wear those thigh-high hooker boots. Gotta go play with my new overlay. Bye, guys.
All right.
What would make her birthday complete? The idea that you somehow got
what?
from us.
I got credit for this amazing idea that
some other people talked about.
Yeah, it could be.
But
I'm all for it. I say let's do that.
So you have to wear the hooker boots? What?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
No, Mad does. Mad's got to wear 'em.
Okay.
No, we don't want any of you guys wearing this.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't care.
You know what? Something I got to say about it, and I think this is the difference. I think this is what the left doesn't understand. If with the left, if they believe in something, and I'm not just talking about a political party. I'm talking about left-leaning people that have just gone a little too far, because a lot of my friends are left-leaning. But when you get into a debate with somebody and your only recourse is yelling at them, calling them names, or just stomping and running away and being like, you're the worst. Mm-hmm. That's the difference between somebody who can say, okay, you know what? I disagree with you. I'm going to take a couple of those points, maybe think about them a little bit more. I kind of fundamentally agree with you here, but we completely disagree here. That's what we need more of, people willing not to make a scene. That's what it is. They all want to make a scene and be the loudest, like, I'm offended.
So Comics Division on Comics Division's stream, yelling at parked cars on Monday.
I love that show.
George and I, we had a debate about some very serious things, and I was by myself on almost all of it, but
right.
it never got heated to the point to where like anybody yelled, even though like we fundamentally agreed on some of these aspects. But at the end, George was like, look, this is an example of how discourse should happen. Like, we're still friends. And I was like, yes, George, I hated you before we started this. Yeah. Nothing about that has changed. Yeah, but I've really enjoyed having that conversation with George.
Blasphemy.
What?
Blasphemy.
What, everything woke turns Brandon?
No. You how can you not like George?
Who's George?
Who like
George? You were there when I made that joke, Culture.
Oh. Well, I can say this.
George, he's got a beautiful soul.
I really should have seen that he was just trying to set up him playing that clip.
You didn't lead into it.
I had no clue.
So Zaz says that's because other films choose to promote themselves on diversity first, which we're going to talk about that in a second. Dune doesn't do that. Be diverse, but promote your story. Now, that brings us right into the next story there, Culture Casino.
It sure does, yeah. Scott, and thank you. We have, of course, this story, which is coming to us from from Consequence Film. Splat, Eternals becomes the first MCU movie certified rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. It's currently sitting at a 57 rating, below the 60% dividing line between fresh and rotten. This morning it was sitting at 53%, so I'm not sure what time this was filed. Let's see. Oh, it was on the 2nd at 9:17 a.m. So this is a day behind. So this is from Ren Graves, who looks like he's at the beach with cool hair. All right. Nice. Marvel had been on a 25 movie streak of good reviews, and you might have thought that streak was as inevitable as Thanos.
Oh, wait a minute! Whoa! Let's stop that right there. 25 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I forgot Captain Marvel is the greatest movie that ever was made. Okay, proceed.
But the critics have spoken about the new film Eternals, and now more than Thanos has snapped. Eternals has dipped below the 60% fresh mark on the reviews aggregator, Rotten Tomatoes becoming the first flick in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to earn the dreaded green splat. Mind you, this is from actual page shells, critics. Rotten Tomatoes is far from perfect website. What? Rotten Tomatoes is A far from perfect website, there we go, though it's influential enough that even people who hate it have to reckon with its scores. It's at 60% as the red line between fresh and rotten. And as of this writing, Chloe Zhao's Eternal sits at 57%. Far below the previous worst MCU entries, The Incredible Hulk at 67, and Thor, The Dark World at 66.
Can I ask, did you guys like, totally off subject, but not really, did you guys like Ed Norton's Incredible Hulk?
No.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go back to see it because like I really like it. I like Norton a lot.
I feel better about it since I saw it recently.
Yeah.
He was good. But I think the people he put around him, not the guy who plays
I know who you're talking about. The bad guy becomes the
Mr. White or Pink or whatever. Yeah.
The Abomination.
Abomination, right. That guy's awesome. But like it just felt like the story wasn't there as much, but the actors did a decent job. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I had to say that, and I'm gonna read two super chats and you talk.
Real quick, can you let me know if what's her name, Liv Tyler, does she ever say goodbye to someone or cry like through a monitor with someone else in that movie? Because most movies, she's there crying as he's looking into a monitor.
I never want to close my eyes, never want to fall asleep because I'm missing you.
Babe.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
By the way, that movie is amazing. One of Michael Bay's best movies.
It's terribly good. It's terribly good.
I don't know. I don't like that qualifier you put on it. It's a great movie.
I don't care if I grew up with the person. If you're going nuts and you're going to cause us all to die, I'm putting a magic NASA bullet in your head.
What?
The one dude who's the guy who's in like The Sopranos and like all the
with the teeth.
Yeah.
Man,
why am I doing so horribly with names?
I don't know. Oh man, what is his name?
He's also in like
Airheads. Like he's in everything.
Yeah, dude, he's in everything. He's a great actor.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes,
Thank you.
This is why you're so much. This is why your channel's so much more successful than mine.
And
I was gonna say Big Pussy.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta be Mr. Pink?
Pope Metallicus the First for $5 says, I miss just being able to go watch a movie without looking for the agenda of the studio. And I think that's pretty much what we were saying. It's like you actually and we got to stop doing that. We got to stop allowing it to ruin things.
Well, I mean, I've been talking about this for a while. I think I'm not looking for ghosts in films anymore.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
I'm not looking for ghosts in films anymore. I mean, I'm just not. I mean, if they're there, I'll be able to spot them. I'm not going to try to read into something,
Go back to that. Go back to that.
Which one?
Come on, Scott.
This one right here?
Yes, please.
Keely Chow said, if I saw Nina Infinity wearing thigh-high hooker boots, I would be really turned on. I don't know, Keely, do you follow our beautiful woman really on Instagram?
Yeah, if you followed her on Instagram, you would have seen
Halloween was special.
Yeah, she provided some entertainment for many.
Or you could follow someone who's really entertaining and funny, like me. I've never posted on Instagram, but I got one. So I'm just saying there's options. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I gotta say one thing to Nina real quick. I'm not implying that Dave, because George Carlin is him. There's a Mount Rushmore for me of comedians, and one of them is George Carlin. And I am not putting Chappelle on there.
No, I think they're referring to the
No, we were talking about, she was talking about something a little further up because
he's highlighting a chat that is completely unrelated to what he's commenting on.
I'm really good at this, guys.
Yeah, where she's talking about that Chappelle won't dog on the left administration.
He does a little bit, but she's right.
I actually agree with her on that. Yeah. But the closer though, to me, didn't even seem like it was a stand-up. It wasn't like
he was venting.
It just seemed more personal and more just like a conversation than it did him actually doing a performance and going through his whole thing. Which I'm not saying that it was bad. It just was a different thing than one of his regular performances. Right. I love a lot of his specials.
His Sticks and Stones is one of the best ones out there.
Even older than that.
I've been watching since day one, dog. All right, while you think about that, Toxic Man Flu for $5, one of a channel member and one of the best one-liners in the game, says Culture only wears fake leather hooker boots to match his weave. If you disagree with me, I'm leaving. I do not. Oh, we got another here from Nikki D. What's up, Nikki D? $2. Agreed, mad. I love Armageddon. Oh God.
Yeah.
One of my faves. I mean,
As it
everybody
should
has
be.
terrible. Dude, I have some terrible movies I like too.
Are you getting it?
I mean, that's a guilty pleasure. I mean, that's a
Yes.
fun popcorn flick.
Nothing guilty about it. You know, a great way to judge if someone
for a lot of people, yes.
Nope. A great way to judge someone
Not
if
for
they're
you,
a good
bozo.
person, if they're a good person or not, is if they say, "Oh no, Deep Impact was better." Remove
Okay.
those people
Yeah,
from
you
your
got a point.
life.
Yeah, they might be actually a sociopath.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Deep Impact?
Well, I'm
It's
not
just
saying
not
anything's
better
wrong
than
with it.
Armageddon.
Yeah. Because there are people out there like who eat candy corn and they also think that Deep Impact was a better movie than
I'm with you.
Armageddon.
I'm so with you. I can't believe I'm agreeing with you on this. And I want to.
I mean, there's like.
Are you about to defend?
I like
about to
Robert
defend
Duvall.
Deep
I like
Impact?
Duvall. I like Duvall's character in Deep Impact.
As do I, but he ain't got nothing on Ben Affleck
Okay.
in Armageddon.
I mean, Bruce
Like I
Willis was
love
good.
Lonesome Dove. Like so,
Bruce Willis was good in it. I don't know
Yeah.
about Ben was.
I know that's why I went
You know,
with
it'd be
Ben
fun to
instead.
see those again. Haven't seen them in a while.
We
When-
should do a test. We watch them and then come back and talk about it.
Oh,
Maybe
Spoilers. I know the
Madigan,
answer.
or what's your name again? Martigan.
Mad
When you open
Machismo.
When you open up a channel, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, there you go. So
Maybe if you had me on your channel more, I would have.
Absolutely not.
no, never.
I
Absolutely
mean, I
not.
can't disagree with that. Like I
No.
understand completely.
No, I
We
mean,
tried it
he does bring me
more
on
than once.
when my best friend, the lead singer of Santana's on, but whatever. We're good friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so Culture, read on.
Then there's Culture with his hair. No.
Yeah, his hair,
Hey,
his ability to make friends with everybody.
I
him.
love everybody. That's the problem. That's my
You
problem.
love too much.
I do. And
Yeah,
here we go.
I mean the whole love everything. I mean, come on, that's just like
Right? It's so. Ugh.
No, but he
Yeah.
loves everybody. Then he cries himself in his
no,
big
but yeah,
pillow at night.
we're men. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, love everybody. What do you?
No, you
I
got a
love you,
right.
Paulie.
You got a right to hate people.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm okay with you loving people. It's like, no, I love everyone, no matter what. Oh, okay.
He's
Like,
a hippie.
You can dislike people, man. It's okay.
Man, you guys.
See, can I just before you start reading again, Batmanuel? I'm actually scared it's going to be worse than Inhumans.
Batman, that's fucking hilarious.
Is that great?
It
That
was
picture.
actually.
That
yeah,
is
Batman was
amazing.
awesome.
That is an amazing.
That's yeah. Great
Batman
screen
was
name.
Awesome.
Avatar.
Let's do this. Let's do
Yeah.
this. Today,
No.
Andre almost called it that bad.
Really?
He was
And
he
he
was
has
on
an
fire,
accent.
dude. He was on fire today.
This morning,
He
I was
seemed
unbelievable.
he seemed revved up talking about it.
Well, he
Because I
saw
have
the
no
movie.
desire to see that film. Like,
None.
Nobody
I'm
does.
not gonna see that film.
I'm actually
Neither am
more.
I.
I'm more interested in seeing Andre like fired up. Like
That was
I
fun.
cannot imagine him more than when you watch this movie, you will see. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was fired up. But can I tell
He's
you?
very reserved.
We went to see
Yes.
a few months ago Shang-Chi in the theater,
Mhm.
and we were watching the trailers, and then the Eternals came on, and then Romy went to me. She's like, "This is boring." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry, we ain't going to see that one."
yeah, it really
Well-
that trailer was horrible.
I you know the last trailer they had, I was like, okay, this is better than that first
Yep.
trailer. But the truth of the matter is, like, I am more excited to see Morbius than the Eternals, which is supposed to be like one of the big beginnings of phase whatever they are for.
For
Yeah,
Morbius looked great.
yeah, it looked pretty.
it does.
decent.
I have no idea what's happening in it, and it makes me want to watch it more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it looks crazy.
Just real quick, you got Soul Assassin saying Deep Impact is garbage tier.
Facts. Facts.
Nikki D, Deep Impact sucks.
I'm not going to argue with Nikki D.
Yeah.
You know,
Nikki D.
Yeah, well,
But,
a lot of people
Oh,
against
wow.
candy corn too. I hate
All of
candy
that
corn.
credit, Soul Assassin
remake
just
Deep
won.
Impact.
Wait,
Nice.
wait. Wait. Let's see. I'm not sure. Is this the right one? Okay, there we go. All right,
Very
that's the wrong
nice.
one.
Very nice. Wow. You never had candy corn?
Good.
Don't do it. Like
Preserve your palate.
I literally for about 20 years straight would take a bite of it every year and be like, that's why this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little honest here with you guys. I'm going to let you in. The other day, it almost broke my heart. You know, I was watching this whole thing on the Dallas Cowboys or whatever, and they're asking, you know, who likes candy corn or whatever. And Dak Prescott likes candy corn. And I don't know how to feel about
just
that.
Answers everything about him.
It
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
It's
disrespectful.
Doesn't
talking
anyone? Doesn't anyone?
Right?
I'll say this. I don't think it's a coincidence, and I do think scientifically you can link his calf strain with him eating candy corn on that day because he ate that candy corn and then he injured his leg.
Okay. I like what you think there. Toxic Man Flu for $5 says Armageddon shows that Bruce Willis has the star power to overcome both Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler's lack of acting skills.
Yeah.
I do not care for
Right?
that.
Look, Ben Affleck wasn't the actor Paulie he
Are
is
you kidding?
now.
He nailed it in that. When he was saying bye to Harry, he's like, I love you, Harry.
Nah, it was pretty cringe.
It was
But
No, dude.
Liv Tyler
tears.
doesn't need to act. You know,
No.
like she just, you know, she can
Well,
just
that's
put the
good
camera
because he
on her.
can't.
Yeah, and you know
Put
what?
the camera on her. But Bruce,
She was good in Lord of the Rings.
But
you
look,
know who
I
was
mean,
hilarious in that one was Buscemi. Oh my god,
so here's the thing going around Hollywood right now.
was
You know,
Buscemi in that one?
Yeah, he was.
Yes, that's the one I was
Buscemi,
talking
yeah.
about. He goes nuts and no one stops him.
He was a
Yeah,
genius.
yeah,
He was he was the gambler, right?
yeah,
Yes.
the
Oh,
eccentric, yeah.
That's
He had some
fantastic.
problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's do this. Do you know who the new sweet Hollywood sweetheart actress is? You know who they're promoting for that position now?
No.
Coach
Zendaya.
Nope. Dakota Johnson, believe it or not.
Castillo. Who
She's
is that?
so
Wait,
annoying.
am I supposed to know her?
She's the
Right.
daughter, right? Of
Yeah, the daughter of Don Johnson and
Oh,
hot blonde chick that I forget all the time.
I don't care about her. I like Don Johnson
though.
though.
A lot of kids.
Hugo,
Some of them are pretty decent. Hugo Weaving's daughter.
or the niece. The niece is the one I was thinking about in the movie Ready or Not, which was a great. You know how much I don't care for women in my movies, but her movie Ready or Not was really good. Like it was a lot. It was a really good movie, man. If you haven't seen Ready or Not, but that's Hugo Weaving's niece. I forgot her name.
There's another
Melanie
Weaving.
Griffith. That's right, Ken Jack Ben. And yes, Liv Tyler is beautiful, as is Dakota Johnson,
Right.
who was in. If you want to see more of Dakota Johnson, and
She
when
was
I
in
say
that Grey
more,
movies, right?
she was in 50 Shades of Grey.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
No, I'm not
I'm
gonna see
good.
any of that.
Dude, watch videos of her like
Yeah.
interviews with her mom there. She's like a spoiled brat. Like
Oh,
she's
really?
Did you
yelling.
see? Did
Yeah.
you see? And then this will be the last that we need to move on from this subject. 'cause
Yes,
we're-
definitely. We haven't even talked
Salma
about Eternals.
Hayek's
Oh, I love her though.
brought her daughter onto the red carpet last week.
No.
Yeah. Okay, move on.
Find that. Can you find that picture? Is she of age?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to find that picture.
No.
then.
I mean, like not legal. But
right,
she's
right,
like right by 18 or something like that.
right. But she is well.
She's beautiful like her mom.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying, like
Zelma Hayek in Dust to Dawn is just. I would love a vampire to take me like her.
I'm sorry. Did you get? I would love a vampire to
Take me.
take me.
I want her to take me.
Sorry.
I would be her pet
Anyway.
vampire.
I-
Anyways,
Which
go on.
one? Wait, Benicio del. No, sorry, Antonio Banderas or Brad Pitt? Which one? Or Tom Cruise? Which one? You got to choose one. One of
Scott,
the three
made the
to
choices
take
again?
you. Yeah, you got to take one of them. Or they
Scott,
have to take you.
Why?
Antonio Banderas. Scott,
what are my
Brad Pitt.
choices?
Yeah, go.
So, all right.
I
So
lost-
you're going to be taken by one of three vampires: Antonio Banderas, Brad Pitt, or Tom Cruise.
Definitely not Tom Cruise.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I think he'd be fun.
Really? Over Brad
see-
Pitt?
Yeah, because Brad's way too good looking, and
This
he's
place
Oh,
is cursed.
yeah.
Plus,
This
his
place is
greatest contribution to
Oh, he sucks as an actor.
to
God, he
film
was so
is
bad at
eating.
that. He was bad at that.
Was that again? Wait a minute, culture. What did you say?
His greatest contribution to films is eating.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so wrong about Brad Pitt. Your hate for him.
Not only that. Look. Not only
He was
that.
good in Legends of the Fall.
Sure,
of course,
sure.
yeah.
He had long hair, so that adds some ability. But it also, I love. I'm going to tell you something that's really weird. I love Oceans 11, 12, and 13. Right, loved Oceans 11 the most. Brad Pitt eats the whole time. That's his version of acting. And George Clooney is a head tilt actor, and I hate that. He looks like a Night at the Roxbury through every scene he's ever in. It's just his head's just ding 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 ding. It's like good criminy. Anyway,
hold on. Listen, Brad Pitt is a great actor. If you look at what he did in Snatch,
now he is.
No, like even back then, a river runs through it. Snatch. Even though
Snatch
he hates. He hates 12 Monkeys. I love what he did in there. I love, but he hates that movie. But like in Seven,
he's a decent actor. Oh no, Seven. That ending was what's in the box?
No, it's
what's in the box? Hey, look, anybody.
How about careers wise? Whose careers would you take? Banderas, Pitt, or Cruz?
Cruz.
Yeah, even if I gotta like, ooh, yeah, Xenu's so cool. Like I'm good with that. Like,
dude, he's so rich he could fly to Xenu.
He looks
so good. Not only that, he can reincarnate Xenu. I'm just saying,
the movie roles, not the money. Movie roles, career.
Ooh.
Tom Cruise.
No, because like he gets hurt a lot. Like he does
think about
crazy stuff.
Think about what you said.
Well, you know what? I don't think. Okay, so he's in a lot of blockbusters.
Culture always runs away a lot.
I know he always does that. I know he's in a lot of blockbusters, but Pitt did a lot of indie stuff, like smaller things, and they both do like fun cameos. That's a tough one, dude.
Do I have to be? Do I have to be like? If I choose Brad Pitt, does that mean I also have to be weighed down by a cuckoo banana wife and 12 kids that she adopted, or is it just the career of itself? Okay, I'm gonna go with Brad Pitt because not only do I think he's the better actor of between Tom Cruise and him. He also has more time to do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? He's not constantly putting out movies, like in movies or whatever. Like, so he has time to do other things, like, you know, not wear deodorant or what have you.
Yeah.
This is why the Latino slant is excelling, and Mad Mardigan is regressing.
Why?
Regressing.
Why? Because I chose Brad Pitt.
Because you don't know. You have no idea the prolific career.
Antonio Banderas.
In different languages of Antonio Banderas.
I'll give you that.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know
you guys got to talk. Can I?
Well, can I just ask one quick question?
Jesus, you know,
if I picked it, would I be able to speak Spanish? If I picked it, would I be able to speak Spanish?
Of course.
Okay, he does. Please let everybody know about his film career because it's amazing.
All right, we'll just stay in the English realm for a second, right? He's finishing up Indy. Did all the Zorro movies. Desperado, Mambo Kings, Philadelphia. Okay, that's
he was in Interview with a Vampire. Yeah,
he was a vampire. He was an assassin.
Yep.
All right, he got to direct a couple movies. Okay, are you with me? All right,
I'm with you.
He just got nominated for Best Actor last year in Pain and Glory, with Almodovar, who founded him in the '80s.
Really, I didn't see
Matador.
that.
Men on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Tie me up, tie me down. What else do you want?
A couple of things. Like a couple of things
that my thank you, E. Clay.
Yeah, 13th Warrior is an amazing movie. My premise behind I like that one more than Desperados. Hold on. The premise behind the reason why I said Brad Pitt was because
there's no
aren't they both in, aren't they both in this movie though?
No, hold on, listen though. What was my reason for picking him? He doesn't do as many movies and he has more free time. You can't hold against me.
So like I want to so you're saying I want to not do the most, I want to do the least amount of work and get the most amount of praise.
No, that's not what I was saying at all.
No, I think that's exactly what you were saying.
No, I was saying was I want to do.
Banderas is a troubadour.
I am not disagreeing.
In those words, Tom Cruise has our heart because of the '80s. I give that, right? Top Gun, all that good stuff. But you look at the role, look at his acting.
Yeah,
terrible.
Paulie, no one's arguing it against that. I didn't. I made it very clear that what I valued was having enough free time to do things that I enjoy and to enjoy life.
Culture
That's
Casino.
why I went with Brad Pitt.
Culture Casino.
Look, Paulie, you know what? He had a hell of a career. I thought we were talking about not him. Okay, so let me just be clear. But I still believe Tom Cruise slightly edges him out. That's all.
Privilege. Who?
Tom Cruise slightly edges him out because I love Antonio Banderas. You know this. He has had an epic
You're
level
almost
career.
not wrong. You're almost not wrong.
We're really close. You and I are
We're
really close on this.
because you know Cruise has also done a Magnolia, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
the,
dude, Rex Grossman alone. Sorry,
but
Far and Away.
But Far and Away is great.
Yeah. It was a good film.
But as far as just carrying a dramatic film as a lead actor, go see Pain and Glory.
Pain and Glory, Philadelphia, man. Holy shit.
No. This guy. So this was just last year where he got nominated.
Right.
Yeah.
For Best Actor. He didn't win, which he should have. But it's a beautiful performance. Yeah. 13th Warrior.
Amazing. And
you guys are forgetting. You guys are forgetting that Tom Cruise played a samurai. So come on.
Yeah.
so did Banderas.
I know that's the joke, right?
Wasn't Antonio sorry, excuse me.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Wasn't he in something? Didn't he do something with Pancho Villas? Right? He did
play Pancho Villa.
He played him, right? I remember seeing.
It was an HBO film.
Yeah, right. He
wasn't bad.
You're absolutely right, though. He is a very good actor. I've always liked him. I've always liked because he doesn't shy away from that like Latino, like I am, like I'm a Latino.
Oh shit, he was great in Evita.
That, like, sex appeal
I was just gonna say is that
Talking
he's a
about
legitimate song and dance man. Also,
yeah.
He does Broadway level singing and dancing.
He does. He's talented. And I mean, so okay, like there's only a handful of guys that I think are that multidimensional. I think Christopher Walken. Most people don't realize that that's a legitimate vaudevillian performer. The guy can do everything. There aren't a lot of those left.
Wolverine.
Christopher Walken, his performance.
Now, if you were to say Hugh Jackman versus
Yes.
Banderas, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Now,
That's a good one.
Let me ask this question. Okay, so Antonio Banderas,
I gotta get going
Javier Bardem, which one's better?
Javier or Antonio?
Who's a better actor?
Javier,
of course.
Hands
Thank
down.
you. Thank you.
I love him.
That's really
dude.
tough. That's really. I mean,
That's
like I know I
close
said that
too,
really
man.
quick.
That's really
But
No, I think he's more of a chameleon.
I
didn't know that was him in Dune until I actually looked it up. Like, and I loved what he did in Dune. I thought he was great in that.
Oh man,
That's a tough one, right,
And
Paulie?
Skeller
That's a tough one.
skateboard.
Can you shut up for a second, please, and let Paulie talk?
no.
He's
Javier
thinking. He
Bardem,
wasn't
he's
talking.
gonna play Desi Arnaz.
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see him. I just did a video where Lucy Arnaz, the daughter, is commenting on. She saw the film already, and she's like, Nicole and Javier embody my parents. They don't
that's
look like
so good.
I know. I was just like, yes. And this
get a
woman's
higher
not a
praise.
bullshitter.
Right,
This
you
lady.
can't get higher praise.
She's like, oh God, there he is.
We weren't talking about you, Tom.
Oh, come on in, Tom.
No, I want him to come by. Tom, come by the 6 o'clock show.
Well, dude, you already got one massive guest. You can't let me borrow Tom for a minute.
Oh no, I'm not going over
I'm
there.
just kidding.
Scott, I'm staying here.
Oh,
Javier has more range. I don't know, Tina.
I believe
Yes
that.
and no.
I
so
I
believe
don't know
close.
if Javier can sing and dance.
I think.
It's
Well,
so
all right. I'm
close.
leaving
Okay,
that
here we
out
go.
of it. I asked
Here we go.
acting.
Here we go, right?
Acting.
Here we go. No Country for Old Men.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of
fuck.
course.
That,
Yeah.
that won him the award.
I mean,
Beautiful. Have you ever seen a movie in Spanish called Beautiful?
no.
Oh,
Oh.
he's like he's like a he's dying of a disease, but he also has the power to heal.
Oh wow.
He's the sea inside, el mar adentro. I mean,
These are legit the best conversations we have, and we don't get to have them as much as we used to because everything that they're kicking
That's
at
why I
us
like
is
to bring
garbage.
this stuff up. That's why I do lists.
I
and
think you
stuff
should do
now.
themes, bro, Scott.
Yeah.
Maybe on your off night, like pick two actors and just.
I like that idea. I
Yeah, 'cause
enjoy
I used to
also
love-
getting like a top 10 list, Paulie, and going over it with
Well,
friends
that's
like you
what,
guys.
like to have Robert on or have you guys on. It's like let's, I don't want to, let's talk about the news of the day. Okay, we hate this. We like
I can't do it all the time.
Let's talk about, what's your favorite this year? Because, and there's a lot of interesting angles you can go there, but this is fantastic. I mean, with Javier, a lot of people, the X community were giving him shit because they didn't cast a Caribbean Latino.
Oh my God.
To play.
Do you have to live on a certain street?
I'm tired of that, man. I am so tired of that stuff.
It's like one of the greatest living actors, period, right now.
Right. Right.
I like this James Bond villain too.
Yes.
I was just about to bring that up too. For a movie that wasn't great, he played a psychopath. Like he was just nuts and dude, fantastic.
Which one's more sinister, Scott? Banderas or Bardem?
I think about Javier, dude. He take No Country for Old Men. That look in his eyes is frightening.
If they'd ever made the Anne Rice book, The Vampire Armand,
I would like to see that. I actually read that.
Going back to Lucy's Armas,
yes, please.
Yeah.
She's just like, look, Javier doesn't look like my dad, doesn't have his profile, blah blah blah, but she's like, he got his essence. His like for your kid to describe you, I mean, it gave me the chills.
Well, Paul, you hit it right there. Like the essence, your dad, it's almost like your dad's there with you. Like just someone that looks like him, that's like a shocking moment. But someone who makes you think of him and feel like he's that's
what's
powerful.
Interesting. What she said was, Scott, was that she goes, "I'm so glad they didn't cast actors that looked like my parents."
Oh,
what? That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I thought there was a pause there. What I was gonna say was that actually reminded me of The Man in the Moon, right? With when Jim Carrey played Andy. Oh, I guess lost the last name, but
Andy Kaufman?
Anybody? Andy? Yeah.
Kaufman.
Everyone just praises his performance, but if you take the clip from when he was on the Tonight Show or whatever, because Jim Carrey does it in the movie as well, they are polar opposites of each other. Jim Carrey is more of the loony,
he does an impression,
right? Yeah, but it's a horrible one though.
Right,
and Andy, it was entirely different. And Jerry Lawler talks about it, how because Jim Carrey went all what's a method with it, right? Became Andy and people were praising him. He was like, no, he was annoying as shit. That was never our relationship between Andy and I. We did our bit, just like Culture and I, we do our bits on YouTube, but behind the scenes, you know what I mean? It's entirely different. Yeah. Absolutely. Even more so.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I think he's an idiot too.
I don't know why you're so mean to Culture. Jesus.
I didn't say that.
How old was Lucy when they started because I know they had the radio show. How old was she when they started filming that series? Was she in her 40s? 30s, right?
Late 30s.
Because is this taking place during that era too? Because Nicole Kidman,
yeah.
Dude, she's real quick. Just go ahead, and then I'll say.
The film Being the Ricardos takes place during 1 week of goes from a Monday to a Friday while they're getting ready to shoot a new show. And I guess there's a lot of what do you call it? Bad press.
Right.
Probably it's because Ricardo Desjardins was
abusive,
cheating, and it came. There was some scandal. There's some scandal.
Always.
Right. Well, yeah, he was pretty notorious.
It was the 50s, baby.
Yeah, he's a Cuban guy.
But she wasn't exactly an angel. I'm not even going to get into it. But anyway.
Correct. And so she was born in 1911. So it came out in 51. It debuted 51, 52. So she was just hit 40.
She just hit 40. Yeah, I thought she was late 30s, but no, I get.
What I was gonna say was Nicole Kidman. I've been watching her on Nine Perfect Strangers, I think it is.
Yep.
She's amazing in it, but she looks old. I wanted.
Really?
I feel like she looks there's parts where I feel like the plastic, the only thing that's moving is her eyes. And Lucy was so thing. But Lucy was so her face was
Scott,
part of her
wait till
humor.
you see this film.
Okay.
Wait till you see this film.
I'm a huge fan, man.
The Ricardos thing.
Being the Ricardos, December 10th in the theater.
Okay.
and then on Amazon Prime like right before Christmas.
Yeah,
I'll
so
check it
Scott, just promise me you'll wait, because it's some of the stuff I've seen. It's amazing. I'm really excited.
I will take that.
And again, you know, just going back to just, yeah, just doing videos that you know, the thing with the Ricardos is everyone those are kind of like gems, like a Desperado, like it goes beyond Latin. Because it's like everyone loves that stuff.
That's the best film. Those films, those 3 films. You know how much I love these films. So I just, oh my god.
Well, think about
Tom
this
saw
too.
this morning. He sent me. Did you see? He sent me a photo of his DVD of I don't know if it was 4K, Tom, of the trilogy. He had the trilogy.
That's awesome, man.
The Desperado trilogy.
Cool. People
that was
really,
Rodriguez, right? I'm sorry,
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, dude, he changed him and Tarantino. They changed.
They
film
changed
in the
film.
90s.
Yeah, they
changed
were.
Film.
They would have been the best replacements for the mess we have now. And
oh my God, we need it.
So but they're all talking about retiring. Well, not Robert Rodriguez, but Tarantino's talking about it.
He has one more movie. He said.
Nah, he'll do more than that.
No, he said he was only doing.
I
10
know.
total.
I know.
What were you gonna say though, Paulie? Real quick.
Well, I think the thing with Robert is
no
he's trying to make the Boba Fett a big hit because he really wants another Alita film. So I hope that happens.
I know. It's just...
I need Alita. I need Alita in my life. That film was. I feel like we didn't get enough of the story. I'm really excited for that one. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, are you going to join us today?
Desperado trilogy is El Mariachi, Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So let's talk a bit about that at the end. Depp's dead in that at the end of the film, right?
I have a show.
Okay.
All right.
Love you guys.
Tom just jumps on. We love you, Paulie.
Tommy.
What up?
What's up?
What's going on, my friend?
Paulie,
I want Paulie.
invite me on sometime, Knucklehead.
No.
Okay.
Tom, come by the show after you're done.
I'll see you soon.
It
Tom.
starts in like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hop over there, and then I can only stay for like maybe a half hour anyway. So, yeah.
All right, Mad, I'll get you on. I love you, man.
All right, man. I'll see you, brother.
Don't
Good
leave
seeing
me
you.
Paulie.
promises
Thanks
to
for
him.
stopping in, Paulie.
Thanks
love
for the
you, man.
invite, guys. Come on
Anytime.
over
You guys.
in about a few minutes, right after Scott.
Yeah, I'll send everybody over.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
So, Tom, you're here to speak on what
So-
Matt Martigan said.
I don't think we're going to have a lot of time, Tom, but I did find the 2 clips of both Jim Carrey, his portrayal of it, and what Andy did, just as an example. And
I could have hired a lawyer and sued you for everything that you got.
Yeah, turn the volume. Oh, you don't want to play the volume too much.
no, not too much, no. So if you
Lawler,
look,
cool as Lawler's in real life is in this, and he's also in the
Yes.
other clip. It's so amazing.
yes.
Okay,
But
side by side, play the clip. So now play the other clip.
all right, so now let me go back in because I have to share both, dude. I can only share one thing at a time.
Okay, whoop it out.
So I mean, please, no need to rush me.
Just faster.
So here's the other one.
There we go.
Just go a little bit.
Before, to me, you'd have to be nuts to want to get into the ring with this guy. He appears to be maybe twice your weight, and he's better looking.
Dude,
All right,
Dave
let's go.
delivered this so good.
Why you just keep
But hold on.
skipping over him talking?
I'm trying to get to
Find
him
it.
talking. Here we go. Damn it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hold on.
Oh my God.
What was?
Thank you,
I'm doing
everybody,
this,
for
staying. At the last second, I'm putting this together.
Boy, you just
Here
mic
it
dropped
is.
the shit out of me, man.
Oof.
And I always won, and I started really believing that I was a good wrestler.
All right. So the point is, I know it's not a lot. I wish I could show more, but
That did
Jim
nothing.
Carrey. No, if you, because I
Okay,
didn't
go
really
ahead.
get to show a lot.
Go
Jim
ahead.
Carrey is more eccentric with his. He's like, yeah, no, like his eyes are going everywhere. He's very fidgety, right? With Andy though, his was more. It was more subdued.
Andy was kind of like that though when he wasn't
But he was.
on.
Yes.
right, but
Like-
we're talking about how Jim Carrey he's
That
portraying
actual,
that exact
okay, so
that
you're
actual
saying
interview.
That actual interview,
Right.
Jim Carrey didn't nail it. Okay, but he
No,
got the
I'm not.
essence of it because
through the whole movie though, that I'm using that as an example.
I
Like
disagree.
I thought he couldn't get out. Okay, so I can see a little bit of Latka in that performance that Jim Carrey was doing, but overall, I think his treatment of Kaufman was very good, and it's the simple. I mean, they did a really brilliant job of making this happen.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but because it came up the last time I saw it, though. But like, I'm telling you, like, it really isn't though. Like,
I don't know that you can do better than what they did.
I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, but I don't think so. And if you listen to the interviews with Jerry Lawler,
Jerry Lawler is the only one then, because I've never hear him even say that, because Andy's family said that it was like eerie as shit.
Yeah,
because it was almost like having him back.
So did DeVito.
He would do and say things that like only Andy would know, or do like little fidgety things and things like that. And then the other story I love is I think the documentary. Yeah, that documentary that Kip is talking about right here.
Yeah,
my favorite story from that was when what's his face, the director, Milos Forman, I think it was.
Yeah, Milos. Yeah.
Called up Jim and he goes, I can't take this anymore, Jim. I can't take this. I can't deal with Andy anymore. I can't deal with, Laka. I can't deal with, what's his face, Tony Clifton and all that stuff. I can't deal with it no more. I can't do it. And Jim goes, well, Milos, I could show up tomorrow and as Jim and do an impression of Andy Kaufman and Laka and, all those guys. But that would just be an impression. So what do you want to do? He said there was a long pause. Milos goes, no, just I'll see you in the morning, Andy. I just wanted to talk to Jim for a little bit, and he hung up the phone.
Oh my God.
It's the truth though. He went so method.
That's like Daniel Day-Lewis culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and here's the thing with Lawler is his stories have changed a couple times, because he said that he had no idea what was going on. Then he said he was in on it. So like he changed his story a couple times.
Well, I mean, after somebody passes away, I mean, it's like Matt and I. Most people, I mean, for like almost half a year, everybody thought Matt and I didn't like each other, and our bits were real things. And so it's not. I mean,
they're not.
Well, they are right now. I'll track down the interview because I
believe that Lawler said it.
Yeah,
but how well did he really know Andy?
And was this
how well did Jerry Lawler know Andy?
They were
Lawler did know Andy pretty well.
Very well.
But let me ask you a question. How much was it? Did he say he wasn't in on it, and then years later said he was?
No, what I remember from the interview, right? Jerry was talking about how when Andy and him were doing it, like back in the 80s or whatever, it was just like what we do on here, right? You're on camera, you're doing your bits, but when it's over, just like in wrestling, when it's over, you're in the back, you're having beers, you're hanging out. But he said with Jim Carrey went so method with it and tried to go so deep into it that none of that came through, and it was a horrible, like, he was talking about like how like frustrating it was with him, because
send that to me, because
it almost came out off disrespectful.
It might have been
Andy.
That way with Jerry, but like, because that could be, because here's the thing with Andy, like other people have said, sometimes you knew who was in on the joke. Other times, a lot of people had no fucking clue.
Right.
Because there was times like when Andy, he faked breaking his neck. Like that shit's real in the movie. Like when his family thought he was fucking in the hospital dying, like, because he played all that shit up all the fucking time.
Right.
And half the time they wouldn't know. And that's why they didn't even believe when he died.
Yeah.
Like his family had to be convinced that he was dead because they didn't fucking believe it. In fact, I think his dad even said he didn't believe it until he saw his brother. One of the two said they didn't even believe it until they saw his body. Like they just, because they knew he was not above doing such things.
Tom, it's like Andy Kaufman really lived the idea of the world is like life is the stage.
He's the world's biggest troll. He's like the first troll.
Pimp of the trolls.
And consider this. I mean, there were times when they had to like make, because Zamuda actually made it so that Tony Clifton could exist outside of Andy.
Yeah, Bob knew him better than anybody.
Yeah.
What I really would like to do is to put a pin in this so that I can actually gather up what I'm talking about and rewatch the movie and some stuff.
That documentary, man.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Pretty sure
I'm gonna watch it again now. You guys don't realize how much I took. This is a story that I loved growing up. My dad introduced me to Kaufman and everything else, and
man.
Yeah,
and again, I love the movie. I'm not saying I didn't like the movie.
No, that's not the thing. It's just.
But I mean, the thing is, Matt, I've made the argument that I think Jim should have got nominated for that.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know. To me, though, it's the same as like a Blind Side. The player that's based on, it wasn't really faithful to his story.
Well, they have to make it a better story.
Blind Side. Oh, you're right. Michael Orr. Yes.
Yeah. You were so right, Culture.
I know.
But Culture, say what you were going to say.
I don't. All I'm saying is now I'm inspired to go watch this all over again and to watch all the old Kaufman footage, because you guys don't realize there's something, I don't know. There's a connection there for me. Just like there is with Carlin, and there's so many great performance artists, because Carlin wasn't just a comedian. He's a performance artist. Andy Kaufman's performance artist. Lenny Bruce, performance artist.
Not even close.
Found a penis.
I mean, think about this, Culture.
God.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Cock in the grass.
Daniel Day-Lewis on the set of Gangs of New York never came out of character. He would only eat his meat raw. At lunch, he would only use his knives. Like, that's a true actor. And Daniel Day-Lewis is the greatest actor.
And Jim tried to follow whatever Andy would do as much as possible. That I know. Like here's the difference between Andy and Tony. Like, he would totally get into Tony.
Yeah.
Andy,
he would be gone. Clifton,
Andy
he'd be in
wasn't
Clifton.
Tony. Like, Andy was OCD. He was very like straight laced. He did have a pot problem earlier in life, but other than that, like, he didn't really do any drugs, didn't drink, didn't do shit, I don't even think he smoked.
No.
Wow.
Like, then when he would be Tony, though, he would go out, pick up fucking hookers. He was also a vegetarian. So, like, when he was Tony, he would go out and order, like, these huge T-bone steaks and eat them, pick up hookers and all this shit, and do everything Tony would do.
Right.
And it would piss everybody off, but
living the dream.
He would just go out and do that shit.
Yeah. And to me, if that's what you're going to do, right? If you're going to embed yourselves in these personalities, that is what makes you great.
He even got kicked off the set of Taxi once, like Jim did too in real life. Got kicked off the set of fucking Universal because they didn't know it was Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
because he showed up with 2 actual hookers.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, not only that, I mean, God, and Zamuda enabled all of this to happen. I don't think people appreciate the friendship between those two.
I'm sure Zamuda took a lot of advantage of the Tony Clifton shit too.
Oh God, the Clifton stuff was so good. But you got Andy, and people were really like, these are 2 different people,
right?
And the only way you could support that was to put them near each other.
The only thing I will say about that
great
biopic, I will say this, Mad, like, because going into it, I knew quite a bit. I read Bob's book. I've seen like 2 or 3 documentaries. Of course, I'd seen a lot of his classic performances, even seen the Christmas special before going into the movie. My only main issue with the movie was that there was so much stuff that was out of order. Like, it happened. Right. It all happens. But there's some things that are just kind of like conveniently out of order or crammed into a certain area. And it's like, I get that, because you can only,
of course.
Yeah. And it does a better job with it than Bohemian Rhapsody did. Because Bohemian Rhapsody does it in a way that it's like, I don't understand why you're changing the timeline, but you're doing it. At least with Andy Kaufman's story, I understood why they did it, because like there's certain like girlfriends and stuff they just left out.
They had to.
Good. Yeah, leave out more women. I agree, Tom.
Yeah, there's certain other things they just didn't even get into. Yeah. And Danny DeVito is completely void of the story, and he was a big part of Andy's life.
So they were good friends. And there's God, what? So there's 2 biopics I think are legit. One of them is this one, Man on the Moon. The other one is Bohemian Rhapsody, right? And as long as they let that story end where it did and don't try to make a sequel
to Queen,
are you frozen?
You have 2 perfect.
Could you make it? I see. I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody yet, but don't we all know the ending?
Well, here's the thing. I was like freaking out because when they first announced this movie, the band wanted to continue the story after Freddie Mercury had died, and the last half of the movie was meant to be the band persevering and moving on without him.
But they didn't, did they?
No, because clearly everybody was like, what the fuck are you doing? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see Freddie die of AIDS. And I said flat out, this movie should end. You freeze frame at the last moment there of Live Aid, and you just flash on the screen that Freddie Mercury passed away of AIDS on
like that.
Whatever it was, November, I think, whatever day, I can't even remember now. Of anyway, whole point being like, that's the way it should have ended, and it's pretty close to how it ended. But now they're talking about doing a fucking sequel to where it's just what we just said. The part of the band, the story of the band persevering without him. It's like nobody gives you shit about that.
Yeah, not at all.
You want us to go see a movie about people we didn't care for in the first movie?
Well, I like Brian May, and he's a very, he's done a lot of shit. He's very prolific.
Yes,
but like nobody gives a shit about that part of the story.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
a lot of people don't even realize they're touring right now with Adam Lambert. You know what I mean? They've been.
Adam actually does a really good job, by the way.
I thought, what happened to that Filipinian guy that they had that sounded just like?
No. That's Journey, dude.
Journey.
I was gonna say,
Journey.
Whatever. He's amazing in it.
No, they're completely different.
Yeah,
Matt, you're gonna that'll trigger me, dude. You can't confuse Queen and Journey. You know what? I gotta make a call.
No, Time Prophet is right. The Queen movie was way off.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie as a movie, but as far as biopics go, it was like,
I think it was good, but
it did a great job at capturing like the costumes. The casting is brilliant.
Oh God, yeah.
A lot of the stuff that is in there happened, but it didn't happen.
I know it wasn't in order, Tom, but it's a beautifully told story. It actually shows the representation of his life. Maybe it's out of order, but if you're gonna look
and it candy coats it. Like that's the thing that a lot of people.
What do you want them to do?
There should have been midgets with cocaine on their fucking heads and strippers doing it off them. Like you guys, you got to remember, Freddie Mercury threw parties that would make Studio 54 blush.
Yeah.
Culture. Yeah. Which one of them did that song? Awesome. I Will Always Believe. Which one of the two?
Cher? What are you talking about?
I'll always believe. Yeah, whatever. On a train going somewhere, right?
With
lipstick and a purse. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's on a train. He's a boy from Jersey. Like,
are you talking about Don't Stop Believing?
That's the one.
Oh,
that's Journey.
Was that Queen?
That's Journey.
Oh, okay.
You pathetic
Sorry, I was trying
man.
to get.
You know, it's a great biopic.
Journey did Shot Through the Heart?
Corny.
No, that's freaking Bon Jovi.
Shot Through the Heart.
Who are you?
But they did do Living on a Prayer.
Yes. No. Now, can I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Better biopic?
Living on a Prayer was Aerosmith.
Is The Doors a better biopic?
No, The Doors is a great movie, but
it's not
almost
accurate,
as bad as it's almost as bad as Bohemian Rhapsody as far as being accurate.
Tom, I had to stop and think about that when you said it. I'm like, wait.
Stranger.
Like Aerosmith did that one?
Ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted.
That's John Bon Jovi? John Jovi.
Is that the Frog Brothers?
When
he was in Dune, the other one, right? With the codpiece?
That was Sting from Police.
That was Sting. He was, he was frontman from Police.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
I honestly believe Mad Mark is trying to kill me. I do it right now.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you.
I love P. Diddy.
Right, Vanilla Ice sampled that song from the Police.
No, I'm sorry. Queen's version goes dun 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 dun. Vanilla's goes dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, you hear that?
Yep.
Totally different.
Totally different. I've been lost without a trace. I'm dreaming not. That is a banger.
Holy sin on my face. What?
He wrote that. He recorded that song while he was making Dune. Did you guys know that?
What?
Got my first real 6-string. I bought it at the 5 and dime.
That's a different singer.
Waited till my fingers bled.
That's not how It's My Life goes. That's not how It's My Life goes. That's totally wrong.
Dude, I totally want to do karaoke, but doesn't that like knock out channels?
No, only if you get false flagged.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit, Tom.
I even had somebody from there tell me, no, there's nothing wrong with karaoke streams. It just means somebody flagged the stream, and we're clearly selling, the devil to children.
Oh,
I wasn't actually selling the devil to children.
The devil went
What's
down
up with
to
your
Georgia
audio
and
now?
He was looking for a soul.
Mine?
Studio.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, that's my singing audio.
Oh, you're singing audio. Okay.
Time Prophet. Can I
We're gonna make
say?
a deal.
Can I say I know that because that is one of my favorite songs of all time. Under Pressure with, I mean, what a perfect grouping of two
Oh, it was
amazing
incredible.
stars at their time. You know, David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
The
just-
sexual tension was just
Oh, so it was almost
palpable.
as dude. It was
What?
almost hot as Dancing in the Streets video.
Oh,
with
yeah.
David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
was like, "We'll be dancing."
yeah. The sexual tension there was much more.
Like when they
But-
were face to face, I thought they were gonna French kiss.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
By the way, guys, like I know all this, but like you guys are so old. Like I'm like, what about Chris Isaac's like music video for Wicked Games? Come on, man.
But I wanna fall
that
down
By the way,
Helena?
Stone Sour has a great cover of that song of Wicked Games. It's really nice.
That was Helena Christensen, wasn't it?
Every breath you take,
She was
every
smoking
move
hot.
you
Real quick, a fun fact: Vanilla Ice, his ninja rap song, "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go." Have you ever?
Go
you know, seen it?
ninja, go
Never heard
ninja,
this song
go.
before.
No,
Oh,
never.
it's really good.
It
He
was in
actually
a film
stole
soundtrack,
okay,
wasn't it?
he stole that song as well. He stole it from the New York Knicks. If you went to the New York Knicks games in the 90s, it would go New York, go New York, go. He stole it from there too.
Oh my God.
He's never had an original
All right,
song.
stop.
Collaborate and listen. Oh yeah.
I'm coming back with a brand new edition.
Nope, no, you're wrong. It's Ice
you're
is back
totally-
with a brand new invention.
I don't care.
Something
You're
grabs a
too
hold of me
legit.
tightly.
Too
flowing like a
legit
fuck-
to quit.
Matt
Hey,
had
hey.
the cut in his eyebrows.
He
and he was
did.
wearing
He had
parachute
two.
pants.
He actually, there's a bald spot there. It might have been because he was on
Rolling all
fire.
over my chest.
Oh, what the?
Oh my fucking god, dude! I used to have those.
Did you
Stop.
Did you just go like summer?
Oh,
Oh,
Don't know you're mean. No, actually, these are been here by my monitor for.
Hold
I forgot
on.
when I
Ever.
did
Show
that.
him again.
there's my childhood.
They've been here forever. So whenever people talk about all their cool stuff, I'm like, well, check these babies out. So I got.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Vanilla Ice is really white, so he doesn't come up that well.
You found the one chick that actually likes that pickup line. Hey, have you seen my MTV Raps cards?
Yeah, I used to do like, hey, I can read your palm.
And those
But
two are
then-
like the most white bread of the Yo MTV rap cards. Just so you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
Yeah,
even
as I
MC
like 'em.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer tried to get like the
Oh,
only
look.
other one you need is Will Smith.
Go hammer, go hammer, go.
No,
What-
back in the
what-
day,
what is
Will
this you're
Smith was
doing?
pretty gangster. Now, come on.
No,
Did you ever
come-
sing? Hey, you ever hear "You Saw My Blinker, Bitch"? Now,
I
that's a
did.
Gangster.
Wait, are we
I
talking
do
about when
remember
MC
boom,
Hammer went to
boom,
Hammer?
we shake the
No,
room.
no, not Boom Shake. That's a good song.
Did
but
you see that guy that used to play for Alabama was driving like 190 miles an hour, crashed into the back of an SUV, and got his butt fired because he killed the chick because he was hammered?
Okay,
With the
well,
coach, right?
Wow.
yeah, I think we're done having a great, enjoyable time talking about MC Hammer and stuff. We can talk about this.
Sporking. After the show, check out "You Saw My Blinker, Bitch" by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh.
Oh,
Prince.
DJ Jazzy
All right,
Jack.
I'll
You
have
will
to-
hear Will Smith in a completely new light after you listen to that song.
That's completely different.
How about you watch
Okay.
him in the movie 6 Degrees of Separation? You will see
That
him in
is
a
a
completely
different-
different position.
Can I
Yes.
ask? Can I say this about all of that?
One
Will
that
Smith was
Jada
a-
probably has
man.
him in now.
He has a
What's your
penis
question?
in Russ Griswold.
Culture, what's your question?
Isn't Will Smith an underrated actor?
Yes.
no, he's
no,
overrated.
I think he gets enough credit. Yeah.
I think he's
Really?
right. I think
he's serviceable. He is likable. He
Mm-hmm.
is the equivalent of Tom Cruise in the mid to late
yeah,
80s.
you know, perfect, man. That is the most
Okay.
Not a great
did you really
actor,
come on
but-
here and bash Tom Cruise? I am tired of this.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
What? So
I'm jumping on my chair right now. Culture.
Michael Mann's movie Ali. I think Will Smith did the best job he could have.
Yeah.
As
He's gotten
portraying
better,
Ali.
yeah.
I liked that. I actually liked his
I
version
thought it was
of Ali.
great. He was
Yeah.
excellent, Ali. And I have to say this. Look, he was 6 Degrees of Separation, of course.
7 pounds.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
What's the one where he's the dad
After
trying to
Earth?
get a job? And he's like living in the subway.
Concussion. That's
No,
concussion.
no, shut up! It's the thing. It's whatever. It's happiness. The
Search
pursuit
for
of
happiness.
happiness.
Pursuit,
of
yeah,
Happiness.
Dude,
the pursuit
that
of
was a great
happiness.
movie.
God
that was
dang
a
it,
great
dude.
movie.
Criminy.
You know what's a really great movie with Will Smith? Men in Black.
Oh wow! I
Oh,
gotta
but
check
only
that
the
Them
out.
third
actors
one.
look good.
I think you know what Robert Downey Jr. was a better Will Smith in Tropic Thunder than Will Smith is Will Smith.
Ooh. I
This
don't
is
think
very
I'm going to
true.
comment on
Did
that
I
one.
even follow what I just said there? I don't even know what I.
What words were in your mouth?
I don't know. My head hurts.
What do you mean, you people?
What are the words that are coming out of your mouth?
What do
That's
you
good.
mean, you people?
Say what you will, but Jaden Smith has had some really like
Oh,
inspiring.
no,
and can I
no.
finish my sentence? I mean, I'm not
No.
going to yell at you to shut up, Culture, but I would like to finish mine. But no, Jaden Smith has had some really insightful ideas put out there on Twitter, and I whip my hair back and forth is a classic.
That's not Jaden.
Yeah, that's his sister. You dumb
Yeah.
bastard.
Well, because he mentioned the kids, so I mentioned each one of them in their own individual.
I'd like to apologize to everybody for this guy. I mean,
This is a story all about how Matt found a penis and got burned up.
Yeah, actually,
That's
But his
it.
name
That's
is-
it.
I just caught that at the end.
have you I haven't really heard. I was trying to retell the cock in the grass story. It was an epic retelling, and people
You
appreciated hearing about that.
You did such a horrible job of, because so now everybody's like, oh, now I've heard that story. No, you haven't. You've had Culture Casino tell you, and there was no trees. I don't even know what that part was about
I don't
someone
know.
being in a tree.
Yeah. I mean, look, I did you a favor because nobody was gonna watch that ever, because wherever you were, there
probably
was like
true.
5 people that like saw that. So I was just trying to help.
A few more. Yeah, well, actually, that dude actually has a pretty big channel, comparative. What's his name?
To you?
No, to a lot of people. Rob
Zombie?
Rob Storm. That's where it was. Rob Storm's channel.
But
But,
Rob Bass.
Anyway, no.
Nice, baby.
He's the one that knows.
What I was gonna say, Culture, was like it was like, you know, those guys that like want to do bits that they see on like stand-up comedy. Like they come in and they're like, so have you heard about the one? You know what I mean? That's what you did to my story.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Oh, he's still
I
talking.
want to rock right now. I'm Rob Bass and I
I
can't
get down. I get internationally blown. Oh wait, I'm known to rock a microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Even
Wait, was that the
contagious.
non-radio version? Because
I'm not
I
saying
never
a
heard
word.
the blown part.
Pop,
As in
pop goes the weasel, the weasel.
Weasel. Oh, third base.
You know what
baby.
that song's about? And this will take us full circle.
Yeah, please.
You know what the song Pop Goes the Weasel about?
Queen.
Pop goes the weasel because the weasel goes pop close.
What
You
is it
took
about?
somebody's record and you looped it, and now you're getting sued kind of stupid.
Oh, it's about Vanilla Ice?
I like that,
Yep.
man.
True.
So we're gonna be ending the show soon.
Oh,
but
man.
I did want to play this. We
Man,
were
third base was so good.
Third base was.
Oh,
Drop
They're
one.
actually they still produce and shit. Like they do a lot of
Oh,
stuff. Yeah,
No,
those
you
do.
guys, like, they kept making music in the rap industry after 1995. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
no, I mean in general, like Twista.
Oh, that-
and
well, that
Tech
shit's
Nine.
No, because you know what was made after 1995?
What's that?
It was just a
Sabotage.
random year, I said.
Sabotage. Let me tell you this.
No idea how that's
Let me tell you.
relevant.
Someone's here to tell you what's what.
Sabotage can actually be used as a background for any movie trailer ever made.
Yeah,
You
I've
know
never
what's
heard that before. What a great point. Christy, can you come
Hey,
and back me up
Christy.
on my points here? Thank you for coming in to
I
defend
don't
me.
have no money.
Why the
Where was-
fuck are there two Scots?
Because I'm that special.
Okay,
Hi,
Matt.
Christy.
Yes. Yes,
What-
Christy.
What is
Chris-
your bullshit thing that you're trying to talk about?
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Like,
What are y'all talking about?
I mean, I don't even know where to
Music. Talk
begin.
about.
Okay,
Pop
so
music. Talk about.
We talked about rap music.
well, we talked about a lot of things,
Pop
but
music.
what was the most recent thing he was wrong about? What was
Everything.
Oh my God!
Oh,
everything.
I could not even go back that far.
No.
Yeah, God,
He
you're
said
so
that
wrong.
Bon Jovi was not the one who sang
Living on a Prayer.
"Living on a Prayer."
It was Queen.
It was
Um,
me.
I think what I said was, didn't Journey
What?
sing "Shot Through the Heart"?
You don't even know anymore.
No, I don't know. I just mixed it all up.
So,
Culture lost his mind.
Like Def Leppard.
hey, let me ask you a question, man.
Mm.
Do you have that trailer,
I have all the trailers.
the Sabotage of the Christ?
Yeah, I do have it.
want to
You
see
have to
those.
share it.
Yeah,
You have to share it.
I want to. Can you share that now? I want to watch that one again because
Oh,
is
it's
good.
incredible.
Kitty Bear might have a great one. When is Mad ever right? The Time Prophet had a good one.
Misspelled wrong.
You know what's a better song than Sabotage?
No.
Intergalactic,
Planetary, intergalactic.
What? Yeah, let me tell you though, Paul's Boutique is their best album. The Time Prophet says Robert.
Are you
Downey
kidding me?
Jr.
Licensed to Ill, bitch.
No, Paul's Boutique is way better.
Intergalactic, planetary.
Oh, fuck.
What are you talking about?
Intergalactic.
You got to do that next karaoke.
Illmatic by Nas, man.
That was okay. Anyways, Robert Downey should play the new Black Panther. I'll support that.
Yes.
I'll support that.
RDJ.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
Wow, please do that at karaoke.
Fucking
Okay.
love that song.
That is awesome, dude.
The video
Hey.
is fucking amazing balls
Yes,
too.
it is. Yes, it is.
Hey, Culture, have you finished that song that I gave you?
No, because you need to resend me the lyrics.
Okay.
All right, so
Sabotage
this,
of
Right.
Christ.
Sabotage of the Christ.
So
Turn it up.
I
this is Mad Mardigan.
I
This
made
is Mad
this.
Mardigan.
I made this one time. Like
Rewind.
I was on Culture's channel,
Oh,
and I was like,
incredible.
no, I can prove it. And so I put this together real quick.
Wait. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, we got a new. Cool.
How the hell
Too
did
bad
you
they
do
didn't
that?
fix the super chats and shit yet. Feels like 300 now.
Again, I put this together like in an hour.
To redeem mankind, Jesus has to kick some ass.
He's not taking a crucifixion.
I would like the
standing up.
voiceover a lot
They
better.
stabbed him in the
Yeah.
back. Judas fucked him over good.
So I was really proud of that part where it goes to sabotage as Jesus is being sabotaged.
The passion of the
Yeah,
Christ.
but anyway, yeah,
Fantastic.
I did it for like an hour just to prove that the song works in any trailer. I also did it for Lincoln, and that actually I use audio from the movie as well. So it's like a proper.
You
proper
brought
trailer.
down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
Point of personal privilege, Ken Jack Ben. I'm ordained.
That
Oh,
means he can marry me and Scott.
I'm an ordained minister
That's
as
a
well.
lot. Yeah, Tom, thank you.
Make it
Finally.
Hell, I don't give a
Will
shit. I
you be
make
my
fun of
life partner,
anybody.
Scott?
I already am, buddy. I'll make it official though.
You're gonna make me cry.
You're
Yeah,
so
I mean-
beautiful.
I had
I have to tell you, Passion of the Christ is one of my favorite films, and I
I'll
told
have your butt, baby.
I said specifically that Mad Mardigan could not make that work. And
It,
did it.
it was
In a
actually
world
it was
where
a
Mad
coincidence.
Mardigan actually made sense for once.
By the way, it was a coincidence that it just happened to be on Orthodox Easter.
it was.
Oh,
It was.
Mad Mardigan. This is a good one.
So luckily, it wasn't the real one.
Soul Assassin said Jesus is back, and he's angry
Tom-
in Passion of the Christ.
Tom, can you
too.
say that in your movie
Yeah, do
trailer
your
voice?
3 days later, he rose again. Jesus is back, and he's pissed.
Mad
The
TV
Passion
did that.
of the Christ.
The Christ, the Christ story. The Christ story
Jesus'
is
revenge.
the Christ story is one of the
That's so
best
good.
ever. I mean, it's the greatest story ever told for a reason.
Yeah.
And
So-
this
So
time,
good they had to tell it
Jesus
3 times in the Bible,
has
4 times in the
a
Bible.
bazooka.
You know, it's something you have to do something with like Jesus comes back and he's bringing the rapture with
Mad
him,
TV
you know?
did this, by the way.
Do you really want to?
I love Mad TV.
Just this July, let he who is without sin kick the first ass.
That's a good one. That's
Nice
a good one.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
That was good. Let's get some
Or
more
you want
tags
Percy?
for.
This July, let he who without sin kick the first ass.
Ooh, nice.
And then you got what's his face, Peter Cullen. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah. I was actually going to be a diaconal minister at one point in my life, children.
And what is that?
Passion of the Christ. He's coming soon.
What's a what? A diagonal?
We'll go into it another time. I don't want to
Okay.
try to explain this.
Okay.
stuff to
Well,
you.
before we go into anything else, we're gonna take a look.
Oh, you have
at,
a thing.
Yeah,
You
I have a
thing.
thing. This. Okay, let's do it. I like this. I like this.
Oh, this is new. When did they start this?
This has been for you get the last month. You've been able to do this.
Yeah.
Did
So
not know
this is what a Democratic Socialist Convention is like. We were talking about this earlier.
Oh
wait,
yeah.
wait. A Democrat? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's the commies of America.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
By the way,
I'm the son of God.
okay. Wow. I do
Stallone
know-
as Pontius
wait,
Pilate.
wait, could you get Wilson in there? Wow. Somewhere. in
Wow.
that.
Owen Wilson as Moses.
Wow.
By the way, you've all seen the Last Temptation, right? Who did that? Was it Martin Scorsese did that movie, right?
The one with the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
William Dafoe.
What's his name? That's always in like the gangster movies. He's like, yo, Jesus, like I'm saying, like, no, Jesus, I don't think you should go out there right now. They're looking for you. Like he just could not drop his Brooklyn accent.
Oh, so good.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Is anybody looking forward to a Boondock Saints 3?
Me.
I loved the first one, but the second one, maybe I'll have to give it another chance.
Oh, you gotta watch
it. I
second
don't
one?
like it.
Okay, so here's what you do. Okay, wait. Time out.
Okay.
Order a pizza.
Okay. Carb day.
Eat half the pizza.
Okay.
Watch the second movie.
Okay.
Finish the pizza.
Can we go back to the clip?
Anything works with that. Anything. All right, back to the clip, people.
I don't understand the significance.
So much effort.
So earlier we were talking about like my channel will be doing mostly focused on entertainment, but because politics and society bleed into that, we'll have a little bit of it. And this came up in conversation, like what it looks like when people have gone too far with their wokeness. And here we go.
Strong disagree.
Well, let me know.
Point of privilege.
Your culture.
Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus.
Jazz hands.
Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum?
You know,
Yeah,
he said everything he was supposed to. He covered all his bases.
Did you see the jazz hands?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to clap.
That's so insensitive to the blind. Yeah, this is all real, but the whole like jazz hand is so insensitive to the blind community. You know what I mean?
Oh my
You know what I would tell him if I saw him? Look, I understand it's difficult. It's hard to go out in public. It's really tough when people make a lot of noise and stuff like that. But you're a fucking pussy.
Be a man.
Put some shit in your ears and get over it. Like, that's what cotton.
It gets worse.
Trust me, he's outdone immediately.
Oh no, this is the look. I watched this whole fucking thing because I couldn't believe how terrible it was, and this went on for fucking days, kids.
Right. Oh my God, that's fart rape, by the way.
What's that?
Hopefully, you'll be able to see it too.
It's fart rape.
Yeah, that's fart assault or fart rape. You're right.
You're not allowed to say that word on YouTube. Stop.
I think it's late enough in the show.
Grape, whatever.
It's affecting my ability to focus.
Thank you, comrade.
Thank you, comrade.
Okay. Is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
He's got a
point of privilege once again. Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety.
Oh.
Like, the be comrade isn't just for like, let's keep things simple or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay?
Now, can I ask you a question? Do you think China, there's people in like
where's the trigger?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to set this motherfucker off. Where's the trigger?
Where was this?
This
point of personal privilege. Where's the trigger?
I don't know exactly where it was.
They're going to tell you that they have special rooms set aside to monitor this. It's being broadcast to those rooms for people who have sensory issues. So this guy should be in one of those rooms. I'm just saying they set aside so many different spaces for so many of these special snowflakes. Seriously, these
no
are
one
the
puts
people,
baby in the corner.
These are the people who are on Twitter that are trying to drive the bus right now that the stupid ass corporations are fucking listening to.
And that's why I'm playing this, because you're absolutely right.
Child-proof in the world for the fucking crazies.
Yep. All right, here we go. A little more.
Your need to express yourself is important, but your need to express yourself should not trump or over.
I see that no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this. And that's really important because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that, that's really important. So please don't clap, shoot up these.
How much time did they
have
waste
a lot of
doing
disabled
this shit?
Also, fuck the blind.
They actually could not get over themselves for such a long period of time. I left the room. I think I recorded.
Oh wait a
this
minute, you
whole
were
thing.
there?
I actually watched this stupid shit. I watched the whole fucking thing.
The Democratic Socialist Convention.
I was like,
first of all, that's
because
your
I
first
couldn't believe it
problem.
was real, and so I watched it, and I'm like, these people can't get out of their own way to make a goddamn point. The chick that's like supposed to be in charge of this lost complete control. I was like, holy shit! Oh
You
my
mean the
God.
comrade that was in control? My God.
When are we going to become the grown-ups in the fucking room? We need to start being daddies again.
We're gonna have to. Yeah, it's called kicking people in the ass. That's what it's called.
You know what it also is when someone gets canceled for doing the right thing, we say no, they're not canceled.
Here's what we do, guys. Here's what we do. Cut the fuckers off. Let's cut them all off. Anybody under the age of 25, they're cut the fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah.
No more.
Murder them all. I
Get
agree, Tom.
wait, no. That
Till
was
they
not
learn
said.
that we're the ones paying the goddamn bills.
Right.
And we make the fucking rules.
Yeah.
Right.
And we need some goddamn semblance in this fucking country
That's
and
right.
world.
I mean,
Till
Once
they
you
realize
get
we
your
need to
own
grow the
country.
fuck up.
well, Tom, you're absolutely right. Like,
Otherwise, we're gonna start another country called
Yeah.
fucking Soyistan, and they can all fucking go there and live in their little fucking their little thing they made during BLM and see how long that fucking
Point of
works.
personal privilege, Tom. It's
Point
called
of
commie.
personal
It's called it's called Commifornia.
I thought it was called Chaz.
Point of personal
Wasn't it
privilege.
Chaz?
Point
Yeah,
of
sorry,
personal privilege.
sorry.
I
don't think they should be allowed California because they got the good weed.
Well, he, him,
but eventually
Mad,
they're going to
the
fall
Maverick
into
is
the
speaking.
yes Zezerzum. I just want to say that once they get out into their own country and have to like pay for
Take
their
them to
own
Canada.
roads and their own, you know what I mean, hospitals or
Here's
whatever,
what we
then
do.
then they'll figure it out. Because guys,
Tell
just let them
everybody
grow up.
in Canada, all the cool people come down here, and then we'll kick all them guys up in Canada.
Well, I tell you what, they have a perfect leader up there. The
They'll last 10 minutes.
the illegitimate son of Fidel Castro
Yes.
is currently
It's
running
Trudeau.
Canada. Yeah, it's
President
Trudeau.
Blackface.
That's Trudeau. Yeah.
President
Where
Blackface.
where was this?
This
Oh,
This
An alternate
Sacramento?
fucking universe, I hope.
it feels Sacramento to me.
Yeah, it definitely feels Cali.
All right, so
Sacramento. What?
Please
Tom, do you
keep
still got a
playing.
minute to hear it?
I got 2 minutes.
All right, here we
Okay.
go.
Comrades, and a lot of those are invisible disabilities. You don't know who it is that is having a more difficult time navigating this space, and this space was
They
not
will tell
created with all of their needs in mind. So it's up to us to modify that space to make sure that everybody is able to.
You're
Why'd you
muted,
stop it?
Scott. If you're trying to talk right now.
I was muted.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Boomer. What I was gonna say was I like how he's like, this was not designed for their needs, all one of them in mind. Like this minority, we're supposed to like create everything around them. Yeah, it's just aggravating.
By the way, they will let you know what their disabilities are immediately. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
They start every sentence with "my pronouns are this."
I wonder if he's a virgin.
You don't have to wonder
no.
that.
With women, maybe.
To move in the ways that they need to move. And additionally with the noise issue, like
Sharp
avoid
dresser,
hissing, avoid waving banners, right? Because those.
What if
there's
somebody has
all-
a lisp?
Yeah, we're trying to cut down on the noise.
I have a lisp.
Yeah, we're trying to cut down on noise. Please stop waving your banners. They're so loud. The swish from them is really triggering us.
Oh God.
sorts of things. If you don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's
Also, fuck
going
the
to
blind.
hurt somebody else. We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of
thank
these,
God.
right? Please don't go in that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for
Oh.
instance, right? We don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't.
Aggressive scent.
Aggressive scent, like
Right.
BO, cologne.
CK1.
Yes, he could. Yeah.
Cool
Tommy
water.
Hilfiger. Yeah.
But
What-
what does that have to do with anything about going to a room that's supposed to be quiet?
Well,
If
it's
they
a
have
quiet
sensory-
room, right?
sensory issues.
There's a whole different room for you're okay to have like a unnecessary amount of cologne on room. It's a different one.
My biggest concern is this: why is nobody wearing a fucking mask?
Oh no, this is way before all
It's
that.
2019. So
Yeah, it was.
wasn't
It
that-
was. Yeah, it was 2019.
Yeah,
It
but
was
can I-
2019.
Why
I
are we
s-
watching it then? Who gives a shit?
All I know is this. This is all I got to say is that
How did these fuckers win?
the Spartans had a good idea. You know, when the baby's born and they check them and then they
Oh
decide.
yeah. I say we
Sparta-
throw the majority of women off of cliffs. I agree. I
We need
agree
to
there,
start
Scott.
beating the hell out of kids again. That's the problem.
There you go.
Sent to, right? And there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not
pro
making an
girl has
affirmative
no control.
effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? Take a deep breath.
Why would right wing?
Feel better before you
I'm
say
not able to
anything.
take a deep
Don't
breath.
really talk.
I have
Why would it?
asthma.
you insensitive bastard. I think they would right wingers would want to infiltrate to laugh
Oh yeah, dude, it'd be so much fun.
and also maybe
But-
cry a little bit because these people are winning.
But man, you know they have that Armani black on. You can always tell a right winger by
Oh yeah, like
that strong body act, that Axe body spray.
Yeah, or like no, like Old Spice. That's me, baby.
To anybody who doesn't have a credential, especially if they claim to be from the press. You have no idea who that person is. Please do not talk to anybody who identifies themselves as a member of the press without having credentials. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there.
Why?
Just-
Why? Who are you to
but
tell
thank
me
you.
who I can talk to?
We are going to be be tomorrow
Look, I'm not
by
MAGA, but my
some
cat is.
MAGA protesters. Is there anybody here who's done abortion clinic escort work? By all means, don't talk
hasn't?
to cops if there are cops there for any
You know what I
reason
wish?
at
I
all,
wish this was
right?
summer.
And if you do see someone talking to cops, let
Summer.
the marshals.
Oh, I don't know what.
We are.
This was probably
we
in
are
spring,
safe,
I
we
think.
are
Beat the
strong
shit out of
because
this guy and see
there's
if he calls the
in
cops.
collective work.
Horrible, dude.
This
By the way, did you see Minneapolis just said,
Whoops,
no,
did
we
I
want to
say
keep
that
our
out loud? I'm
cops?
sorry.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Yes, it was amazing. Last night had some beauty.
Yes. I did do a TikTok video on that one. I'm kind of
Hey, you know, Mad Mardigan
do gotta
will
run, though,
at least once a stream
love
say
you,
something.
Tom.
I love
Thank
you.
you,
that-
Tom.
Bye, Tom. I'm still
This
available
is all
every
of you
time
except
you
for
stream.
Mad. I don't
Watch
like
your
Mad.
Bye,
aggressive
Tom.
scent.
Don't.
Watch your aggressive
I never
scent.
will.
Hey,
I want you to know this.
Tom, that might have been a little aggressive.
There's
Tom.
nothing you can ever do. Even give me $1 million,
no, no.
and I
I'm
wouldn't
reading the
like
comment sections of this video, and I think we missed it where this guy says, "I'm very sensitive to sensory overload."
you. If you were on fire again, Mad, I would have to think about pissing on you.
Yeah.
Well, good. Use water, fire extinguisher. Like, that shouldn't
Because
be your
my
go-to
problem is you'll
move.
rip off
Your
my
go-to
penis
should
and be
not
like,
be
"Oh,
peeing
look,
on
I found a
somebody."
It's
penis."
mine now. Right.
Handy,
Whatever.
Randy, come look. Can you pick this up for me?
It's not a cock in the grass.
I'm kidding. I love.
I love you,
Yeah,
Tom.
Tom. See you later, man. I'm
night,
still
guys.
available.
By the way, my version of Mad Story is way better.
It is not.
No.
It is horrible. It's like you're like Carlos Mencia telling Bill Cosby's jokes. This is bad.
It's perfect.
I do
Dude,
like
that guy. Half of that guy was up in a tree, and he was still alive.
Did not happen.
And the cock in the grass is it was
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
You're gonna ruin
You
it.
know, you want to know when I use raise up my hands like that to use as for clapping.
Yeah.
When I'm at my deaf cousin's recital or concerts and stuff like that they have for the schools, 'cause
right.
the kids are hearing impaired.
Yeah.
That's when we do that shit.
Right. But it makes sense.
I try to do it around blind people so they don't know.
that you're waving behind
Yeah, and I
them.
can talk about them with use sign language.
But you're clapping for them, but they
Actually,
don't
you know, I just carry around a pad of paper and write things down.
Yeah, but what happens? Oh God, if they're blind,
Can you write in Braille? Are you?
I mean, you could poke holes, I guess.
Yes, you can write in Braille.
Yeah. What an
No, I mean
Yeah,
like
it's
by
called
like
a-
you can
it's
just get a
It's called an old voting device, right? This is the whole hanging Chad conversation all over again.
Well, no, what I mean is
Handy
like
Randy.
it's. Oh, hey,
Matt,
hey,
is that
Randy.
you?
No, that's not. I'm sitting right here talking to you, Christy.
Andy Randy.
That no. People on this panel have done parodies before.
Oh,
and-
look who's
I don't.
talking.
That's below me. You know
Look
my
who's talking.
comedy.
Yeah,
better
but
than
I
that.
just do the picture. I don't. I just do
know.
the picture. I'm not in the
And
chat.
then you just
I still
snort
have that
after a
fucking
minute of
video.
silence.
You were so excited to have when Drunk 3PO you thought was going to be on.
I know.
Hey,
I-
Drunk, how's it going, man?
I know you know what? You taught me a valuable lesson.
Mhm. Yeah,
Not to
don't let
ever
women
be
be a part of
happy.
your. Oh.
Okay. No, just kidding. We're gonna wrap it up soon, guys.
Boo.
That was a lot of fun. We've been going for 2 hours, and I
just want to clarify the Braille thing. What I meant was, like, can people just have a pen and a pad and write Braille?
I guess if you really wanted to, you can poke the paper or push the paper, but you would have to write it backwards and then flip it over.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I'm
not going to Google it.
That makes no sense to me. I don't know.
No, I kind of get what you're talking about. I think, but if you're just using normal paper, it would take more than one sheet or something like that. If that makes sense, just to get the like when you flip it over, the ridges up and stuff like that, so they can like feel it with their hands and stuff, fingers and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's about it. That's about it. All right. Thank you everybody for coming.
I was gonna say that, oh wait, sorry, I forgot we don't do outros. I have to let you know this because this just came in. Scott, why do you own a chemistry lab in my dream, Scott? First, why are you in my dream?
Summer.
Second, I want you to know that I destroyed your lab because in my dream you kept getting selected for funding support, and instead of me, it drove me to become a mad scientist, and I burned down your lab. By the way, Scott, sorry about that, but also not really. Get out of my dreams.
Summer. Is that Summer?
I don't know who. What?
I mean, she's destroying my lab. Summer.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired.
I
of
had to
that
hear
crap.
about you in that lab for days.
So can I ask you a question? And
go ahead.
How do you like your girl dreaming about me?
It doesn't bother me a bit. I have dreams about you and culture all the time. In fact, sometimes I wake up thinking I feel hair on my shoulders.
Good night,
It's
everybody.
so weird.
Don't forget to go to Latino Slants. Oh, Matt is not a bad guy. He's misunderstood. Tom owes me alimony.
Christy, I want to be on your Walmart dream.
God, you just push yourself into everything.
Well, no one else is promoting me.
I know.
I got to.
You're almost as bad as me. Good night, everybody.